Alright, hello everybody, welcome to Touhou Replay Showcase. Tonight, we have a special guest, and I'm hearing myself, I forgot to mute.
Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry, hold on.
No, it's me, it's not you. I forgot to
Alright.
mute Twitch on my end.
I solved it.
Anyway, tonight we have a very special guest. Hello Asprey, how are you doing?
I am stressed, but I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry.
Alright, it's fine. Cheers, it's good. It's fine. We're gonna have a great time. So yeah, we have some pretty cool runs tonight, people. Though, as you may have guessed by the fact that I haven't updated the schedule yet, I have yet to do such a thing. So first I'll chill out the stream so all of you guys can join us in this amazing adventure. And then I'll just make up a schedule real quick.
Alright.
Don't worry, just gotta ping everybody so they get their usual Discord notification.
I gotta watch the Discord stream. It's been a little bit, but I think I remember how this works.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We can adjust things on the fly if you need anything.
Yeah.
Let me just post the schedule. So I'm gonna say it out loud so you guys can also follow along for once. So let's see. We're gonna kick things off probably with let's see. Yeah, well, okay. Your run actually, because given how I usually make schedule, given how I usually organize my schedules, your run's gonna go first. Yeah.
All right. Works for me. Doesn't matter. I'm here for the whole thing.
Survival.
Everything else is like lunatic scoring, and then it's just I got hard in there. But you know what? It's UFO hard, so
it's UFO. UFO doesn't mess around, alright? It's Rainbow. Alrighty. Then we're gonna have the UFO lunatic survival run that's specifically requested there as well. It's
no shooting. What the hell? 100 black market, no shooting. Challenge market scoring. What do you mean no shooting? What does that mean?
What do you mean no shooting? Where do you see no shooting?
That's what it says. It says lunatic. It says lunaric. First of all, survival Raymue, and then it says 100 BM no shooting, 100 BM challenge market scoring. What is that? What?
Oh no, the schedule is not up to date.
Oh, no, that okay. All right, that still doesn't explain what that means. All right.
Okay,
fine.
No shooting is just someone had a run where they had so many cards that they could just stop shooting and everything would still die.
Oh. But I thought
it was like a 20-second clip, but it was still very, very funny.
Oh. Do cards shoot automatically in that game? I actually don't remember.
No, it's just they have so many passive shit that they just did the work for them.
Oh, okay. I don't usually let go of the shoot button in those types of games, so I didn't know that. Alright. Alright.
Honestly.
I've only seen like half the cards in that game properly, so I don't even know what most of them do.
Tell me about it. When I played through the game, I purposefully played the game with that card as long as I could.
I did not, but I did try to play the game, and stage 1 and 2 are fine. Stage 3 is like, oh, okay, and then stage 4 is like, hope you got cards, asshole. And and then stage 5 was worse, and then stage 6 was worse, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
Certain combinations of too many cards can crash the game. So when I equipped every card at once, I had to apply a very hacky fix to the game that sometimes still crashes.
Incredible. And then DDC lunatic. Wait, yeah. DDC,
can that happen in like a main run, or does it just happen in the challenge run? Because the challenge thing is like infinite, right?
No, it's infinite actually.
It is finite. You have as many bosses as there are markets, and you have as many normal waves as there are markets. You can never get into a situation in normal play where you can have every card at once. That can only be done with hacking.
Oh.
And then extra Marissa A. Alright, I have a schedule ready. I can then proceed to update the schedule in chat so all of you guys can properly enjoy this amazing
Can't wait to see spelling errors.
And there we go. Just like that. I edited the schedule command right after someone posted it, so they got the wrong answer. Alright. With that said, that we are finally, I swear for real this time, ready to go. So we're gonna kick things off with, according to my own schedule, with your run. That's gonna be a cool
I'm first.
No pressure. It's just you have like people watching you. It's fine.
It's fine. There were people watching when I did it as well, and it was Well, you know, you get to a certain point in the run, and you may feel like you want to throw up your heart. That's kind of that's how that one fell. That's for sure. You'll
Yeah.
see it when we get to it. The run, I thought it was pretty good, but I also thought it was really bad in a few spots. So much so that I like, if it wasn't for the fact that I was already like 2 hours into the VOD, I probably would have just restarted on some of those hits. But it's all right.
Look, you
It's
know
all
the
right.
rule in Touhou. It always happens when you're like expecting the least.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you just get to a point where you get hit on stage two and you're just like, fuck it. Like whatever. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe if I just play godlike for every other stage, that hit doesn't matter.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Let me write down the run information and we'll be ready to go.
Hmm. It should be
Oops,
you,
that's the game name.
Reimu.
Hold on.
Reimu B? I don't remember which one I used
You
because I
said
don't
Rainbow Way in the
remember.
thing.
Did I? I just don't remember which one's which in that
You know
game.
what? We'll see. Chat, make a gamble.
I, I, it's probably Reimu A if I put that in the thing, but I usually Needles is Reimu B, right?
Oh, and you have voice
So
inverted.
yeah, okay, that explains why.
Yeah.
I'm used to Reimu B because I use the Needles, but I don't really like the homing. Homing was nice at first, but I felt like I didn't really like the power that it came with it too much. So Needles was like Marissa, but I could pretend that I was better at the game with Reimu's smaller hitbox. That's what I liked about Reimu's Needles the most. Smaller hitbox and still like Marissa damage.
Let's see. Your comment says the run I'm very happy with, despite the soul-crushing mistakes. Oh no.
Yeah, they were bad. They
I'll
were
be the
bad.
judge of
Trust
that.
me.
I shall be the judge of this. All right, let me just get the stream ready.
Okay.
Let's see. About the skips, I
No
presume I
problem.
just do the usual, right? I skip the early game.
There was well, one of the issues happened at Kogasa,
Yeah.
and there was a good section in stage 3, but after that, like, yeah, it's mostly just about what you'd expect from the beginning part of the game. They're not getting any. Right, I have to watch the Discord stream. Right.
How do you name your replay? Is it June? I have a feeling it's called June.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go.
Cream away hard. All right.
Let's go.
Me.
So yeah,
Pop
let's see. You say Kogasa, funny stuff happens in Kogasa.
Oh, I wouldn't call it funny. I would call it tragic.
That's the
that
average
bad.
Kogasa in a 1cc unit.
Like, well, I don't really know how to explain it, but Kogasa's final, when I was first learning how it worked, holy shit, is that going fast? Wait,
Yeah,
why
that's
is it
because
playing
it's
the
speak
boss
up.
music? Oh wait, no, oh shit, never mind. Okay,
I'm skipping stage
Yeah.
1.
Pendulum took some time to get used to because I always forgot how it was I was dodging it.
Yeah, Pendulum
And-
is a route that you gotta learn.
I figured it out, but every now and again, like I do a run and I'd be like, wait a minute, is that how it worked? And I get hit and it'd feel really bad.
Yeah. So
I
we
got
have
a-
Kogasa. Did anything tragic happen?
Not the mid boss. The mid boss went well, but I was practicing her final. I was practicing. I was told to do it a certain way, and I could not for the life of me figure it out. So I just started doing it a different way that looks really crusty, and it works. So I'm okay with it. So this is where the first problem happened. So before I did this run, I was practicing the safe spot. And this is the first run I actually did.
Oh no!
This is the first run I actually did with the safe spot. And then,
Oh no!
yeah.
I see,
So-
yeah.
I moved incorrectly. Then I thought I positioned myself right. And then she moved down a little bit, so I did not account for that. And then I crashed
Oh.
into her. So I lost 2 lives to the first spell card.
Oh,
And I was like, well, shit. I guess this is what we're doing.
Okay, just so you know for future runs, you can also safe spot her first non-spell, and the reason why people safe spot the first non is not because it's hard. It's because it makes setting up the safe spot on the first spell so much
Oh.
easier because you're already up there, right in the safe spot pretty much.
Oh, so it looks like I just decided to press bomb on this. But usually what I do is go to the bottom of the screen and I do this weird restreaming thing. It's hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who does that because it's not a very great idea. But I got hit twice. I had a bomb. I didn't really want to mess around.
Kagasa's always a bomb. Kagasa should be a. Oh.
I had no bomb. I had no bomb
This
there.
section is rough. Usually, I say it once if you don't have a bomb for it, try to get like a UFO summon here to get a sprint cancel.
I don't know the best time to pull up the rainbow UFOs or anything like that. So there was one section, it might have just been that earlier that was skipped, but I thought there's a section where I thought I had a bomb, so I played extremely I ran into a bullet essentially, pressed bomb button and nothing happened, and I was like, oh shit. But I didn't actually die, so it was pretty good.
Nice.
I liked it.
Okay, let's see how
And
this is gonna go.
it's a bomb. It's most likely a bomb.
You haven't bombed yet, though. You're doing it. Never mind.
Here it comes. There it is. Yeah. I can do that one, but Unzon's fist hitboxes are very
Awkward.
accurate.
You
They're
have
very
beat off
accurate to the
leeway
image.
on like the knuckle themselves, but that's about it.
Yeah. That's why I don't like them very much, just because they're pretty. When you get hit by them, they're huge, but they're like there's nothing wrong with them. Okay, this is what it was. So I started doing this, and I wanted to go for the red UFO, and tried to bomb. I tried to bomb to get into it. I didn't have a bomb.
Let's go!
I didn't have a bomb to get into it, so I started backing up, and somehow I managed to get out of it unscathed. I didn't fill up the UFO, but well, better
When
to
you pull off your
not
inner
die.
like super player, just to like go through a section.
Every now and again it happens.
I was about to say you're super
And
not
then-
gonna die here, so I can skip. But as I press
No.
control, you die.
I practiced a good amount. This game actually made me want to stop playing Touhou for quite some time. Like I took an elongated break because I did not want to do this, and I did not want to do Imperishable Night Lunatic. But after like 3 or 4 months, probably longer, I don't even remember how long it was, of just not playing the game, I decided to pick it back up and do it, and well, I did it. But
I mean,
now
you can be proud of yourself, man. Yeah, boys,
But
rough.
I have to do Lunatic now.
I mean, hey, it's fine. Now I'll be able to give you tips and all.
Aw.
Because at lower difficulties, I don't know that much about it.
Hard's awkward, because no one really knows what you're supposed to do on hard, because no one plays hard. You're either playing easy mode if you're new, normal if you're casual, or lunatic if you're weird. But nobody's playing hard mode, because why play hard mode when you could play lunatic if you're like, you know. It's just like, I think the only time people really play hard mode is when they're going for a 1cc on the difficulty, and that's it. After that, like, you're never gonna catch me playing this difficulty again.
Ooh,
Yeah, that
no, you got hit by. Oh, the hitbox.
the knuckle bump.
Honestly, when it comes to like the hard difficulty, it is true that it's one of the least played difficulty in Touhou. Because people, when they play hard, which was my case, I started playing Touhou on hard, and like when you play
Really?
hard, yeah, because I'm stupid.
Do you have any experience with shmups, or did you just
No,
think you were better
I'm
than you
stupid. I'm just stupid.
were? Alright. Oh,
Anyway.
by the way, I can't dodge this one. I'm terrible at reading lasers. I'm terrible at reading lasers, so I just don't want to fuck around with that one. You can't see the spell cap. You can't see the spell capture history, but for like greatest treasures, not greatest treasures, radiant treasure gun, for example, it's like 2 out of 87. So I've capped it, but
Nice.
not very often.
But yeah, the thing about
That's
a
a hard
hard
one.
again is like most people who play hard, after a while they're like, I could push a bit harder and play lunatic.
That's what I thought too. When I got EOSD on hard, I was like, that wasn't too bad. Like, that was just kind of like normal mode, a little bit harder. I can do Lunatic, and I was struggling.
Hard
Like,
is,
there's hard is hard, and then Lunatic is harder than hard.
yeah, hard
Nope.
is kind of like baby. I'd say hard is a very, very good introduction to like what lunatic feels like.
Same
UFO
to
hard is
PCB
tough though.
as
UFO
well.
hard is like the level of some of the lunatics. So, like,
Yeah, I don't understand what's up with this difficulty on this game. The UFO
oh,
hard is, like,
excuse me, did
needless.
you just do that?
It's called when you know there's a better thing, but you like your brain is like, no, you can micro that. I can dodge this, and then you just do it. In hindsight, it was a terrible idea, but I did it.
It was a terrible idea, but I love the fact you did it.
Speaking of this as well, I practiced this as well because, you know, the 1-up is kind of extremely vital. But my god, getting hit getting hit on the Nue ball on the stage 4 really makes you want to restart the run. Because
Yeah.
not only do you lose
You
the
lose 2
bonus
lives,
life, but
essentially.
yeah, you essentially lose 2 lives.
Or you could be evil and tell people to always bomb Nue ball because you get your bomb back.
I found this, by the way. Well, I mean, I don't think I found it, but
Yeah, that
You can
same
just-
spot is pretty is well known. Yeah, I personally don't like it because like.
well,
looks
I was
terrifying.
told about it for this spot specifically, but I was like, wait a minute, can I just do it for the previous section too? So that's what I
Yeah.
did, and it worked out. It also actually works for Murasa's nons as well, to a certain degree.
Woo! Oh, you're still
Don't worry about it.
alive!
Don't worry about it.
I am worried about it!
Don't worry about it. I don't remember the things I was thinking.
No, you
and talking
dropped it!
about.
No!
Yeah, I know what happened. I know. I don't remember the things I was talking about or thinking
Are you
about when I
still
was
dodging
playing
in
the
the
game.
middle? You're unstoppable!
Sometimes you pick something and you roll with it. Also, losing 2 lives to Kogasa made me want my lives back. What can I say?
Dude, that was some insane dodging, unironically.
I did practice every section of the game at that point, but the thing is, when you actually get into a run, you forget things and then you panic. And if something falls apart, then you just had to ad-lib, and then Gorilla is the way I've always played the game anyway. So I'm
I
up
mean,
for
yeah.
the challenge, but I can usually tell when it's a losing battle, especially on this game.
You really wanted
Speaking
to
of-
get the lore, huh?
I was taking a break. I don't know what I did. Maybe I was talking to chat. I don't remember.
Probably, yeah.
But I had some confidence with the nons, but at this like pace, I got a little nervous about it. I don't have any bombs, so I don't mind when I don't have bombs because there's no feeling of like, oh, I should have bombed kind of deal. It's just like, all right, you gotta play good so you can just focus on playing without worrying about whether or not you should have bombed or should bomb in any given moment.
Absolutely. Like back when I was still going for 1cc's, not having any bombs in stock was kind of like the moments where I was just the least nervous about everything. I could just focus on dodging. I'm like, I don't need to worry about do I bomb, do I not bomb. I just commit to my things, and whatever happens,
it
shall happen.
removes a little bit of extra like thought, so you can focus more on the game itself.
Yeah.
And as a result, sometimes you get really good runs when you just don't have a bomb weighing down your option select. So I don't know how LMBs work. That bullet, I didn't see that bullet. I watched the replay after the fact and saw what happened there. But in the moment, as far as I knew, I just exploded.
Oh, understandable. I was about to
that
say, I
middle
hope
spot-
you know Miss Murasa.
That middle spot works really well for the first wave
that
of all
not
the
is like
nuns.
all the Murasa nuns are static. Yeah.
I know, that's why this spot works.
Yeah.
And I wasn't gonna know Miss Murasa because this spell card exists.
Oh, Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship is terrifying until you
I
learn.
I cannot believe this is a spell card in this game. With how insane it is. Like, the first spell card is just, oh, here's one anchor. And then the last spell card is, here is 8, 10, I don't know how many anchors are there. And if you get through that, it's not even done. She just randomly has a 30-second timeout, which I
40.
don't like. Oh, it's 40, it's longer. I've been told that this particular spell card is actually more manageable on Lunatic because the
Lunatic
speed is more
stupidly
consistent.
easy, yeah. Because the bullets are faster, you can essentially set it up in a way that like you will go from corner to corner, and
That's what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, the hard you have to do is very like a different strat. Either you do it the intended way, quote unquote, which is just running away, which is essentially what you're doing at this point now. But
Yep.
people have strats for it. I personally do not really know how you do that in hard. But I do know Lunatic it becomes super easy because if you set it up properly, you only go through like straight lines. Like you just go in a square. And that's all you do.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, so that's what I was trying to emulate. But the first half of it feels a little more awkward than the last half because she teleports so slowly. And then stage 5, which is just always a treat.
Oh, stage 5, yeah. Stage 5. Really. 3 lives, that's honestly kind of tight in terms of resources already.
It's alright. I will just go
you
under
will
it.
pop
no
off
doubt.
eventually, I presume. Right?
Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
You're gonna run into
Blink
a
and
thing.
you'll miss
No!
it.
No! The life
Fine.
piece!
No, it's fine. Don't eat it. I remember which one gave the red UFO this time, but I could not grab it.
Oh.
And I'm just not gonna move.
I mean,
So
just
there's one
that they're not
section
gonna
in
run.
this stage,
That's a way.
like after the mid boss.
Yeah, this here.
Yeah. I hate the section after the mid boss because I don't understand how it's supposed to be done by a human, like properly. It's the section where the fairies come out of like the mid-screen portion and just rain fireballs on you.
Oh,
I don't
spam.
understand it. Yeah, that shit is dumb.
Usually, at least on Lunatic, people in chat may scream at me if it doesn't work on hard. But like, usually what you do is you go in the bottom right corner, and you just stay there. You stay in this general area, and you just do your best. And somehow, this works almost every time. It's still rough, but it works.
Because on hard it was just a crapshoot. And here's the part of the run where
You're gonna cap
I was
it, right?
like,
You're gonna cap it.
I
Right?
was feeling pretty good. I was playing the run. You know, I had no bombs.
You're gonna
It's
cap it.
fine. It's looking pretty good.
No! Oh, you!
Then
you
I
were
got hit.
safe!
And then her HP was looking pretty low, so I thought, you know, maybe I can take her out before having to use a bomb. And I got hit again.
No!
And it was 100% my own fault because I walked backwards into a bullet. So I
Yeah.
lost 2 lives to Greatest Treasures. And then this section immediately after happened, and I did not want to do it, so I just pressed the bomb button.
Yeah, you were
So,
safe.
yeah.
'Cause, like, the reason why you died is you had a pretty easy lane on the left, but
I
like
moved to the
you
right.
just went back right.
Yep, I know, dude. I know!
I
And
mean, it's
this
fine.
one-
That happens. That happens. Oh, this section.
This one I practiced, I fucked it up, but I
You
saved
know
it.
how to do this. I'm actually honestly impressed. People never know how to do this right. Almost. Not in one
I
CC
have
at least.
I time it so I start moving when the 4th one on the right dies, and it works pretty consistently, but I missed killing one of them in the middle, which worried me. I used to do the safe spot for the 3rd non here, and then I lost the run to it, and I decided I didn't want to do it again or learn it anymore.
Oh, did you run into her or did she run into you? What happened exactly?
It bummed me. One
Oh,
time
you
I
got
capped
choke
it,
kicked?
and
No.
one time I capped it, and she moved to the center, and then she bumped me like that.
You actually got the show kick. Oh no. Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
a
the
classic.
third non actually wasn't as bad doing it regularly, but I figured the safe spot would be better learned, but no.
Yeah,
This I wish there was one for this one, because I fucking hate this non.
Oh, you're fine. This non sucks. Like, everybody hates it. It's way too fast. This non has no business existing on any difficulty.
And this is show's timeout, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, if you don't play Reimu, like, if you don't play the homing Reimu, this thing can get... Unless you have to play aggressively to cap it pretty much as homing shots.
I just try to stay as middle centered as possible, but I've had some bad run-ins with the laser hitboxes on the spell card, so I try not to fuck around with it. The lasers are like active all the way until it completely disappears. I've died in some very goofy ways as a result.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, exactly. The hitbox only truly despawns when the laser is truly gone.
Yeah, this is the one you can spin it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I
Yeah,
had
you got show
I had
kicked,
success with it,
like,
but then, like, it wasn't actually that bad doing it like that.
I mean, that's
And
fair.
Bajra,
Bajra.
I have yet to figure out how this one works. I know I've capped it. I know how to spin around, but I don't know how to move to make it so I can do more damage to her.
But hear me out. The way you do Bajra in a 1cc is using a bomb,
Yeah, I know.
and then dying to CC.
This was probably the one spell card I had the best cap rate for, and then I got hit. So
You
Yeah.
just literally run into the first place.
So you know, one bomb, no extra lives, entering stage 6.
Aren't you just gonna casually one miss current?
Well, I have 2 red UFOs, and I know you can get a. No, it is.
I mean,
with,
you're only gonna get 1 more life, not 2. So like, you're gonna be 1-0 probably. Or something.
Yes. I wanted to get the bombs, but I didn't want to sacrifice. Like, I knew that I could, if I filled up the UFO, I would be able to get at least 1 extra life, which would be, you know, equivalent to 2 extra bombs.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Oh.
get the. You should just get the UFO and then just focus on the rings from this point onward.
Yeah, I learned that how many greens are actually available in the stage, so you can get about 3 or 4 bombs.
Yeah, you put in a lot of practice for this. Honestly, that's nice to see. Like, people in their 1cc never know how to properly manage the UFOs on this section, or they're too scared to do it. Which, I mean, it's fair. It requires a lot of planning and some risky dodges to do it.
Seeing that I could get like 5 bombs, as long as I had default lives, I could use pretty much 1 bomb per spell card on Byakuren.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the plan, was to be able to effectively bomb each.
Almost. Nice. Oh,
Yeah, it
nice.
is.
Oh, dude, that was nice UFO management there.
But that's not enough for another bomb, unfortunately,
Yeah,
because I
sadly.
had to get the red UFO at the start.
I think she drops. Doesn't she drop? No, she doesn't drop a bomb piece.
Full power.
Yeah,
She drops full power if you don't get hit, and she drops 1 big P if you do
get
get hit.
Yeah. Get hit.
The fun part about practicing Byakuren is that you practice her with full power, but because it's UFO, good luck having that. Then the actual fight.
You know, when I practiced UFO for my first UFO LNB, Byakuren has this one spell, you know, with the butterflies, and I had a route. However, I purposefully routed the spell with 2 power because I knew I made train wreck by that point. So I wanted a route that would work with 2 power, just in case.
Especially noticeable in her second last one, with the air scroll. With full power, that spell dies fast, which is nice because I hate that spell. I hate this spell too. I know how to do it, but you know, 1 life, 2 bombs, I know what I want to bomb, and this was one of them.
Bombing Good Omen is a very valid strategy that I highly support.
And then I bomb this. I hate this non. I really do.
It's not that bad, but it's kind of tricky.
It has clipped me so many times. I know I could do it, but I wanted to, you know, levy the risk, basically. I didn't want to... I could save the bomb for later, or I could take a hit there and lose the bomb entirely, so I figured I'd just get as far in as I could with just that bomb there.
That was
Butterfly.
That was a very good route for this you had there.
Yeah, Butterfly is ridiculous. I've never had good consistency with this, but I have no bomb, so I have no choice. And
Oh my
it
god,
was
you
very,
captured the
very
catch
good
the
pattern.
class.
And I learned how this one works.
Yeah, you want to
being
stay higher
closer.
up?
Yeah. It's the way you gotta make your eyes bend for this one's strange. Like, basically focusing at the lasers and listening for the stars and then moving after I hear the star sound effect. But the banana lasers are just a pain in the ass.
I personally choose my peripheral vision of this, trying to see as much as I can on the split screen.
Yeah. And this non, which, oh my god, I fucking hate this non, dude. I learned this non. I knew I was gonna bomb every time, but I practiced it and learned how to do it just in case I got here without a bomb, and that is exactly what happened here.
You're doing it very well, honestly. Like you're
So,
you're dodging with a lot of
good.
but you're dodging with a lot of confidence. Oh my god, these dodges are scary.
I told you at this point, like I felt like I was gonna throw out my own heart, right?
Come on, okay, one more spin for good measure. You could end it there, but it's too risky at this point.
Played it safe, and I had to do like 3 full rotations of this non, despite hating
Normally,
it.
as Rainbow Way, you can like one cycle it, I think.
Oh. And then Shinky returns.
Oh, a DR. Alright, everybody, do you believe in Asprey's ability to capture DR? Tell me in chat. Do you guys believe? Because I believe.
I like this spell card to a certain extent, but by the end of it, when everything is glowy bullets and I can't see, I like it significantly less.
Come on, I believe in you. You're gonna cap it, right? Come on, let's go. Alright, final phase. Let's go, dude. You got this. Nice!
With
Let's
that
go, DR
satisfying
cap in a
noise.
1 CC. Let's go.
And this one, well, so Radiant Treasure Gun had a clear rate of about 2 out of 80. This was another spell that had a clear rate of about 2 out of 80.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Woo!
And, you know,
Why
God
did you
was on my
I
side.
mean, that worked out, but why did you choose that cap?
Because I was certain I was gonna get hit anyway, and I just accepted fate. And then I squeezed through it, and I was like, well, alright then, I guess we're capping that.
This is
And then
gonna
I
be
got
no
to the
miss.
final.
This is actually gonna no miss Byakuren.
This is another one I practiced, and I
Well,
got
this
a
could
good hang
actually
of
be a
it.
Byakuren no miss. That would be insane, dude. Come on. I really want that to happen now. Dude, you got me so hyped. I'm rooting for the Byakuren no miss.
Nice one
Oh,
practice
let's
pays off,
go!
that's for sure.
You almost died, but it's okay.
It's alright, I got a handle on the situation for the most part.
Come on, dude, don't choke now. You got the gnome, come on. Let's go.
There's the sound
No,
effect.
Miss
There you
Bjerkman in a 1cc. Let's go.
I didn't have any bombs. I had no choice.
Woo!
I used my last bomb in the second on, so I just had to play the game. It was very nice to be finished, and it was nice that the way it finished was like, pretty climactic.
Dude,
Because that boss is hard.
this Bjerkman was strong, dude. That was great.
I've tried to learn everything I could without a bomb in the event that I didn't have one, and that was essentially the entire fight was me without a bomb. So it paid off. It felt good. It felt good to cap everything for sure.
I mean,
Because
yeah,
like if
what
I
an
had
end.
gotten hit, if I had gotten hit by like anything, then I'm sure it would have shook my mental anyway, and then I would have got hit by something else because I would have been thinking I have no extra lives and I have 2 bombs. But in that situation, I was like, I have 1 extra life and 0 bombs, so just knowing that, it just didn't really it just didn't shake me, I guess.
This
I was
run
confident.
was like on the edge of game overing the entire way through.
Oh yeah. I don't think anyone believed I was going to be able to do it because, I went into stage 6. I went into stage 6 with no lives. I lost 2 lives to Greatest Treasures and Fogasa's first spell. That's bad. that's really bad. But like aside from that, all the other hits were pretty I guess expected.
Yeah.
And then Byakuren just didn't have any expected hits at all happen. So
I mean,
I made up for all the tragedies in the last stage because I
Yeah.
didn't lose any of the lives that were accumulated specifically for that boss fight.
absolutely.
So that was nice.
What I think happened though is you probably at some point just did not expected this run to clear at all, so you just played, and you were like, okay, let's see how this goes. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah,
Let's just do
Yeah,
it.
when I
Whatever. This is probably
seen
not
I
gonna
had-
clear. And
I
then
had
you
0
played.
lives finishing stage 5. So,
So you probably because I had runs like this where it specifically happened in my locale, right? Where I reached stage 5 with almost 0 lives. I reached Counties with very little lives, and I was like, yeah, there's no way that's gonna clear, whatever. And then I casually one miss her. I was like, okay, but Junko is gonna obliterate me. It's fine. And then I casually one miss Junko. I was like, oh, okay. So from my
Sometimes you just,
experience, is
sometimes you take the pressure off yourself when
Exactly.
you think like that.
when you expect the run to just die, you just don't care, and that's when you play with the 0 pressure, and that's when you do all the cool stuff.
Mm,
So I would
Like-
say the reason why your stage 6 ended up this well may have been because you were so not that nervous at first because you just expected the run to.
I don't know, man. I definitely felt like throwing up.
I mean,
I
of
was
course, but
pretty
what I
nervous.
mean is you didn't have the pressure, you didn't really expect it that much that it was gonna maybe work out, at
Things
first.
changed when Nazarin hit me twice. Like when she hit me the first time, I accepted it. When she hit me the second time, I definitely recoiled. I was like, oh, you're kidding. That really happened. And I was like, am I still gonna be able to do this? Am I gonna actually I don't even know how to bottle that kind of thing. It's ridiculous. But yeah, then I figured when I was going to stage 6, I was like, I can get 1 extra life through red UFOs, so I'll try, right? I'll try to do stage 6 to the best of my ability, but if it dies, whatever, it's practice, right? Practice in a
Exactly.
real setting kind of deal. But then it just turned into a win somehow. I got to Byakuren, I had the life, I had the 2 bombs, I was like, all right, let's see if practice paid off, and well, it did. It really did.
You can be very proud of yourself. Again, UFO hard is rough.
Yeah, I knew that one was quite difficult going into it. There are a lot of things about UFO that get under my skin for sure, so it makes it harder for me to want to sit down and play it. But actually beating it definitely feels really good. But of course, once I beat Lunatic, I'll probably never play this game again. Just
I
never.
mean, yeah, you don't like the game. It's not for you. It's fair. Personally, I like it. I think it's a fun challenge. And I think
It's not the difficulty that gets on me, it's mostly just the UFO stuff. And I don't like the fireballs in this game very much.
the
because
the glow shit.
the glowy ball, because when the bullet density gets high with those, they kind of hide each other.
Yeah,
and then you go to like squeeze between them, and suddenly one bullet is actually two, and it closes the gap. And there's so many of those fireball bullets used throughout the game.
a
like,
big reason why GT is so hard.
Ichiden, Murasa, and lasers, and Kirby lasers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, UFO has these things. Like, the fireballs are very difficult, and a big reason why GT is so hard is mainly due to visibility. Like, after a while, you know, I've played UFO for such a long time that I kind of get a feel for it, but it still, like, gets me, you know. There is no way to truly get over this. Sometimes you will think it's fine, but then you come into your decision and you have a tiny bullet say, hello, when you're going somewhere, you're like, fuck.
All the time. I had a big issue with Kraken Strike as well for that reason. Like, that spell card, I know what I'm supposed to do, but sometimes the bullets just fall. They fall fast enough that I think I know where I'm gonna go, but then as soon as I look at them, oh, there's actually two bullets and they're crossing, so then I get blindsided. I'm just like, you know, every time when you get hit in a game you don't really enjoy playing, it just piles on the frustration even more. And then you just start cursing out the video game, and it's like, oh good, yep, I'm definitely going to be able to continue this run with a positive mindset because Ichiden hit me once and I'm thinking, wow, this game is ass. Like, I can handle, I like SA a lot. I know that one's pretty difficult as well. But like, I don't mind that one's gimmick as much. I think the big thing is that the UFOs in this game are obviously a big part of the resource management, but when you get to a boss, they're just not there. So when you reach a boss, the game's just like, all right, do it. And then when you beat the entire boss, you get 1/4 of a life from it. At least in SA, you got 1/5 of a life per pattern, right?
SA
At
is
least.
very
Yeah.
So as a whole, UFO, if you route your UFOs properly, UFO is also very, very generous and frequent. You can have like 12 to like 13 lives or something.
I've heard that you know, if you actually do everything properly, but I'm not really the type to play these games and put everything down to a science. That's why I like EOSD, because EOSD is a game that is very, very primarily like guerrilla mode for the most part.
I guess tonight has the funny thing. Yeah, that's how
Saw him start in the safe spot. Jesus.
So on hard mode, people said like the safe spot of the first one was way too high to be on hard mode.
Oh.
This spell sucks, you can bomb it, it's tricky, and this spell, usually on Lunatic, at least, the way I approached that when I was doing it was
boom.
Trying to stay roughly around the center of the screen and dodging it in like kind of like, you know, a square pattern, and somehow that works. I'm not sure why myself, it just works.
We got a lot of lives and bombs already. I couldn't see any of the UFO gathering because we're speeding up the first half of it. Jesus, alright. I don't even know what the pattern looks like, but it doesn't matter, because it's probably just dead.
It's a nice pretty good. This nice shot's pretty nice.
That was a lot of damage from the shotgunning. Well,
this section normally you would just like speed kill the fairies before they can shoot a second time. You just gotta learn where the fairies are.
That's similar to hard then.
Oh, summoning a UFO there, it works, yeah. You get the cancel. These are some nice routes, except that you dropped the left. You did it!
No, he didn't. He didn't drop it.
Yeah, but now they're, you know.
That's right. Almost got max lives by the end of stage 3.
This section, yeah, you know, this is an example of, oh, yeah, they bombed there. I guess that's fair. I mean, I think the UFO could have been killed. We'll see. And then,
oh, no.
Okay, never mind. Here you spin around, normally. That's the kind of way you do this.
Yeah, I
don't
wonder
do this.
How much of it
you do not do this.
How much of this differs from hard mode?
Well, on Lunatic you do have to spin this. It's extremely easy if you just know how to do it. Just spin until the final wave.
Oh shit. The positions don't change at the spawning, but the speed and density does.
No, it's right.
Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work.
It's just the same as hard.
Yeah, that looks exactly the same. What the hell?
Now, KKS
sure.
has a bit more bullets, and the screen shakes is still annoying.
I couldn't handle it with Hard's level of density. I'm not handling it with Lunatics. Oh, that's okay, actually that's not that bad.
No,
never mind.
Bad, no.
It looked worse because you sped it up. I was like, what? But it's pretty, her nons are, okay, there's an extra ring.
You know, I've had moments like these where I'm watching a low difficulty run, like easy or something, and then I speed up the early game like I usually do.
It looks
But then-
insane.
And then I'm like, damn, this is looking kind of fast for easy mode, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm speeding it up. That's why.
Well, a lot of people get to experience EOSD in 6,000 FPS when they
True,
first
the wonders
get
of
it.
Windows 10.
That was a trip for me when I first saw that too. It was like,
Oh, no.
unplayable game much.
Oh no.
And this spell card does not look even remotely different from hard mode. None of her spell cards look that different.
Normal. Yeah,
Actually,
it's just
not
bit
true.
normal.
Some of her nons didn't look different in the slightest, but some of her spell cards had some noticeable differences.
Stage 4 is just more dense as a whole.
I don't remember those blue bullets being part of it.
Yeah, I mean
Maybe it's-
they don't make such a difference. Honestly.
Yeah, well, so far it doesn't look like normally hard is closer to normal mode, right? But this looks like hard is a lot closer to lunatic in this game.
Oh yeah, in this case, yeah, hard is like a tuned down lunatic version on UFO.
Instead of I guess it's always a higher difficulty is always gonna be a vamped up version of normal, but it just feels closer to the higher difficulty in UFO
Oh, yeah,
than
it
it
is
does for the
close.
other ones. I see.
What?
I don't know. That was a good play. We call that the refresh.
But yeah, remember, Asprey, you should always bomb New Able because you get your bomb back if you do that.
But I want the life.
That's the joke! I tell people to bomb New Able because you get a bomb back.
Somebody might listen, you know.
I don't care, I said that until World Cup.
Young impressionable minds being molded here with wrong informations.
It's fine, I specified it was a joke. So it's fine.
Look at this life count. It's like 3 times the size of mine when I
I
was
mean, yeah,
in this stage.
UFO, like, stage 4 is usually, if you do it properly, you get, like,
Well, this
max
is
life by
bullshit.
Marasa, pretty much.
Hold on, what? Why did that work?
Yeah, you have different ways to do that. Personally, I just dodge it, but different people like different things.
Well, I try to dodge things and I get hit. It makes me not want to try to dodge them anymore. It's called getting humbled.
See, this section is just streaming. If you stream it slow enough, it actually.
I
ends
don't
before you run out
remember
of
what I
place.
did, but I did fuck it up. But I didn't die. Alright, I didn't die.
Somehow, somehow.
Okay, cut me some slack.
And here you kind of popped off on the run. You were doing some insane touches there.
I don't remember what it was I was supposed to be doing in this part to begin
Not
with.
what
I
you
just
did,
got
but
stuck
it worked
in the,
out.
I got stuck in the middle and then I was committed.
Yeah, right. We forgot the pop.
These bullets are very weird. I don't really understand how they like form.
These bullet expands. Usually, what I like to do on this is if I stay on one of the sides, it allows me to dodge one side of the expanding bullets before they expand too much. That's my
But like they still go even when you kill the fairy. It's really
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah, of course, you're gonna have to dodge them. It's just a matter of like dodging them on the sides so you can dodge them before they spread too far. So it's easier, it's less dense.
So am I right to say that this non is just the same but faster than hard mode?
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's faster.
This non is irrelevant
But
anyway.
It's very not as well, not as, I guess obviously it's not as dense, but like each non adds about a layer or two, which can make quite a difference. That's for sure.
That's
But I don't can imagine-
extremely. No, you cannot.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a death bomb.
Yeah, but
This spell
still.
looks. That spell didn't look any different either. Maybe the anchor was a little faster. I don't know.
People in chat are talking about your Asprey Luigi voice.
What?
Oh.
Why?
I don't know. Ask chat, not me.
Pat, don't worry about it.
Do a Luigi impression.
No. they're talking about that stupid fucking ad. It's like I don't even remember what the ad is for, but it was like Lou's Mario, and he's like, he goes to talk to like Luigi, and then Luigi, whoever's doing Luigi, it's like a sex education ad or something. I don't know. I don't remember the detail, but it's just like the Vine sauce clip essentially, because the commercial is just like Mario's talking like Mario, and then he kicks it off to Luigi, and Luigi's just like, "Hello, Mario," and that's it. And then like the commercial just ends. Like I don't know what Luigi was gonna say after that, but that was definitely not Luigi talking. Whoever the fuck that was
they
not
fucked
Luigi.
it up. They actually
Ah.
fucked up. Yeah, they fucked it up.
They were going for the corners, but oh,
Actually, I
Jesus.
don't No, because that's not usually how you set it up. I think they were just trying to do it the normal way. Or they were trying to set up the corners and they messed up at some point. That could be it, yeah.
I hate this spell. So.
Again, on Lunatic, that thing after a while, you realize it's just filler.
Well, that would be nice, but as it is, I despise it. Because I always get to like the last little bit and get hit, and if I don't, then I'm like, oh great, now I have to stay here for 15 more seconds and hope that doesn't happen twice.
They have no bombs, it's time, they're gonna know miss stage 5, now we know it.
Or they're gonna take the bullet refresh again.
I know they're gonna get more bombs, of course. They're still gonna know miss stage 5, I don't care, there's no way they die now.
I want to see what that section after Nazarene looks like on Lunatic, because I've been led to believe that on Lunatic you have more room to work with than hard mode, and I just can't believe that. I have to see it for myself.
It's not really that, the bullets are much faster though, so it's like, it's way more hectic.
Oh, well, I guess it's a bad section no matter what difficulty you play on.
The section is rough, on any difficulty you play, yeah. This section is still extremely easy, you just spin around the screen with the correct, like, strat and you're fine.
That doesn't look like he's spinning. I mean, he's alive, but...
He's alive, yeah, that's not how I usually do it, it works. Personally, I like to spin it, like a lot of people do, just spin.
Yeah, I've been taught to just go, like, counterclockwise. I guess he's... that works.
Well, that's kind of risky, I almost ran into the UFO. I actually used to have a similar strat than this, where I used to summon a UFO in that section.
I got the UFO at a hitbox.
Look, they're almost max life. Okay, chat! Are they gonna capture GT or not? Because they're not gonna have any bombs for GT unless they die, that is. But they're not gonna die.
This is the same, but definitely faster. I like when I get stuck between the tuning forks.
Alright, let's see. GT cap or not? Ask me, what do you think? GT cap?
Sure, he's got no bombs.
Yeah, hell yeah. Never mind.
Alright, maybe... Alright, he did what a lesser man would not do.
He did what he should have done.
Got hit and bombed. I didn't. I didn't. You really have like max lives at this point. I just can't believe that.
I mean, yeah, UFO is that generous in lives if you hard summon a lot. So now they should go into corner, I presume. You don't summon a UFO there, don't know, unless he plans to bomb, because otherwise it's a bit risky.
Looks like it's going really well, actually.
No, it's like, you really don't want to summon, like, now. Like, that's when it... Because if you summon too much on this... The thing is, like, the UFO, with some shots, you know, because the UFO can block off the shots and he will not kill the fairies. Because the UFO is tanking the shots on the fairies.
He did what I did, but he did it on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Right,
okay, so now I'm going to teach you something. See, show in one series in Touhou, or in UFO runs in general, it only goes two way. It's either a massive train wreck.
Yep.
Well, or it's gonna be like a one miss and the player's gonna pop off. There is no in between.
Those purple bullets are kind of obnoxiously placed, and the bomb didn't do anything about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's Radiant Treasure Gun. I know, I understand this one is like static greatest treasures, but god damn, man,
Oh, it's rough, it's still rough. Now this one should absolutely... Oh, they don't have a bomb for this? Oh, I hope they're gonna get lucky.
Okay,
it looks very lucky.
It looks exactly the same as hard mode, but that one was still
It's even faster
stupid.
on Lunatic, it's so stupid. It
Why
is so
so
stupid.
fast?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you cannot blame anyone for dying on this.
I know.
On Lunatic, it's awful. Like, the thing about this non is, like, the first two waves are actually slower than the rest of the non.
Look at the size of those bullet walls. Holy shit.
You can actually, believe it or not, you can actually micro these, like, arrow walls.
Really?
Yeah, I actually have a clip on my channel that is me capturing the entire spell, where I just bottom hug and micro all the walls.
Huh. I tried to stay centered, but I didn't realize the walls were that thick and Lunatic. And I imagine this one's not too different, but I've never really been able to figure out...
like...
Oh, no, there's difference. There's an extra layer behind some of the bullets.
The thing about Badra is, like, it's a spell that's very terrifying, but after a while you realize it's not that bad.
It's ugly.
I mean, it doesn't
it's
look
ugly.
nice.
It has no HP, and you can just bomb, and that's what I want to do because I hate trying to do it legit. Yep, I would do the same.
And then complete clarification is a spell. Some people sometimes they like underestimate it because it is among the easier side of the spectrum compared to what she has, or that's what it seems like. but this is still something where it's extremely easy to bump into a random bullet, even as a confirmed player. Like, you can still just bump into a bullet. It's super easy.
I think it's funny that shows like easiest pattern is still pretty fucking up there in difficulty.
I would say the easiest pattern she has is Vatra, probably.
Well, that one's...
Actually, no, I would say it's
I
Aura
don't
of
know how to
Justice.
move
It's
in that
probably
one.
Aura of Justice.
Aura of Justice is just time consuming, but like Vajra just like with a bomb it takes 12 seconds, right? So it's obviously has no HP. But doing the second spell card legitimately, sometimes it borderlines like timeout, but consistency is better, right? So take 40 seconds to do it the same every time, or take 12 seconds to do it something like quickly, I guess, but dangerously. I don't know though, because Vajra, I never quite figured out how I'm supposed to move for it. I just know
Vatra
I'm
is
supposed
just
to go around in a
be
circle.
fast. The blue for good luck. Are we good, Chad? The blue for good luck. Let's go.
I'm never summoning a blue UFO. No siree. We're looking for green.
Actually, in my LNB of UFO, like back in 2017 when I did my LNB of this game, on stage 6, when I couldn't get any more extends anymore, I summoned the blue UFO for good luck.
You can't use bombs. This stage is just non-existent for red UFOs, huh?
Yeah.
You have to force them from flashing UFOs, but you can't like effectively make a full life UFO from that. This is really fast.
This is really fast. You don't improvise your way through that. It's usually you know or you bomb.
All right. Well, I know to bomb. All right. So Byakuren,
Oh, you're gonna have the best line of dialogue. The world of drama is filled with lights. I know it says Dharma, but I once on stream she looks like she's stoned, by the way. But anyway.
She's going to cause some karma. That's for sure.
So like, I once misread Dharma as drama, and since then it became a meme that references the world of drama is filled with lights.
Oh, I see her name is Hizidi for some reason there.
Oh, just different romanization. Now, Gudamon, if you've never seen Gudamon on Lunatic.
Ew! Yeah, fuck that nonsense. This is the same thing, but you have to do even more of it.
It's even worse.
And
it's even
I've seen this non. This non, I
how
can't
are they
even
gonna
like,
do it? The normal way or they're doing it the intended way? Oh, never mind.
No.
They're gonna bomb.
I've seen this non regularly on Lunatic, and I just don't understand how someone would think that's a non-spell and put it in the game.
This
Whoa,
non-spell usually this non-spell you can actually misdirect it. You have a way if you want. I can show it later. Like if you're curious, you can actually misdirect it.
I'm just gonna bomb it, dude. I can't do it on hard mode. Oh my god, there's extra stuff in this one.
Yeah.
Ew, there's purple bullets. Well, he's got enough lives to bomb literally everything that comes afterward.
Yeah.
This,
I mean,
and
yeah,
keep
like now
rid of
if
it.
they played smart, they literally can just like bomb everything there is there.
It's not as exciting as my Byakuren, but that's okay.
That was
Okay, there's a
very,
lot of
very
banana
clean.
lasers.
That was so clean. This capture
Right, she
was
doesn't
so
have a
good.
hitbox.
No, yeah,
I forgot she
yeah,
doesn't have a hitbox.
yeah, she doesn't have a hitbox. Yeah, yeah.
I was told about the stream downwards, but I kept fucking it
Oh.
up, so I like being just below her and safe.
Did
And
you
this is
know,
probably
fun
just gonna be,
fact, did you know that the Rainbow Needle kills this non-spell faster than Rainbow Homing?
why?
Because Needle just deals that much damage.
I guess the trade-off is you have to be in the right spot.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, if you do the speed kill strat, you can kill it faster than Rainbow Homing.
So is this one any different, or does this one just add the elements of the pattern at earlier points in the health bar?
It's a bit more messy, it's a bit denser as well, but that's about it.
Well, this part right here reminds me of a timeout spell in its last 5 seconds, where the game just throws everything
Have you
at
ever
you,
seen the
hoping to hit
timeout
you.
phase of this?
There's a timeout phase of this
Have
spell
you never
card?
seen it?
I didn't know there was one. The spell card goes on for 70 plus seconds,
What are
dude.
they do? Oh.
You can cap it in 15!
There is a timeout phase. Yes, there is even a patch where the entire health bar is just a timeout phase.
What does it do? Does it get denser?
It gets
Oh, well.
stupider, yeah. It adds one layer of bullets, but it makes it so stupid.
I'm kind of mad at how this is going, because he's on the final and he's got
Oh,
effectively
see, I'm
6
in
bumps.
DR, by the way. Like, I'm in DR. There is a timeout phase for DR.
Flying Solstice.
Yeah, LFS. LFS is pretty easy, I'd say.
Hmm. Is there anything about this one that's different? So far, a lot of this
Denser
hasn't looked
and a bit faster.
too... Yeah, it seems like I know that's usually the case anyway, but it seems like a lot of the stuff from Hard to Lunatic really isn't that much different from what I've like practiced, with some exceptions, of course. So at least I have my foot in the door on that, but obviously faster and denser means it's going to be significantly more difficult. The bomb did not remove any of those bullets.
You know, no, of course not. And she has a bomb shield.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I didn't realize that.
This spell also has a timeout phase, by the way, if you didn't know.
No, I didn't. I know Nue does. Nue
It's
final
like
has the
it's like
timeout.
double layer of red bullets of like red amulets.
Does it get like unmanageable?
No, it's possible. It's just like it's actually very fun, but it is terrifying.
Seems
I
like
mean, you want me
it's
to
annoying
show you? I
get
have
to it.
replays of these. If you want, I can show them to you real quick. It's very funny. But
If
yeah,
you got him, actually, I gotta pee real quick, so be
fair. It's
right
fine.
back
I'll
while
do
you
my
fish these
debrief
up.
of the run in the meantime. Well, GG, buddy. GG. That was a very good 1cc. Lots of good UFOs. The UFOs were, in my opinion, really nice. You had lots of really good UFO routes. The summons were well timed. The resources were well used as well. You had lots of bomb that you planned. It was just good. Like you had unfortunate death, stuff you messed up. Yeah, of course that happens, you know. But as a whole, I would still say that it is, or it is like a very solid 1cc. So props to you for that, because if I recall from the player's comment, it was to show off some routes and how they would approach UFO one Lunatic 1cc, and I'd say the goal is met. Like it is a very good approach to UFO Lunatic 1cc, and if you guys can take some things from this, the main thing is if you taking the time to route your UFO summons will be highly beneficial in the long run, because you will be able to have so much resources to work with. So yeah. Okay, now let me set up the timeout phase shenanigans. Let me set up the shenanigans so I can show. I think it should be this one.
I have returned.
Alright, I'm trying to boot up
from
the thing so I can show you what I would like to show you.
Okay. I've learned from that run that if you get your hands on enough UFOs, then you can definitely make a lot of the scary parts of the game less scary.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
As you were gone, I told Chad that taking the time to learn routes, or to route your UFOs, is highly beneficial, because you have just so much more resources to work with.
You really should, but I just did not. I learned a little bit, but most of my UFO management was just ad-libbing what I saw on the screen, and I practiced the individual stage sections, so I knew what was going on. But you know, if you actually pay more attention to the UFOs, then you can just get to Byakuren with 5 extra lives, I guess. That's a lot better than 0, so I would say that's a good idea after all.
Yeah.
But you know, as I said, like when it comes to the games that require like they're very route intensive through the whole section of it, I tend not to enjoy those games as much.
Well, let me show you
Like,
what the timeout phase looks like. Hold on, I should have set it up properly now, I think.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think 10 Desires and UFO are probably the most intensive for that, with the whole spirit stuff and UFO, and I don't know, it's just not my kind of thing, I guess. I prefer to play games like USD.
So this is
for
what
that
the timeout
reason.
phase look like.
What's up?
It's fun. I mean, I'm joking, of course. It just adds 1 layer of bullets, but it makes it so much harder. One layer of bullet makes it like absolute hell.
The little red bullets.
Yeah.
So she just puts those in the mix.
Yeah.
How does she not get exhausted from this spell card? Look at this. This is like ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, yeah. Believe it or not, it's actually super fun to dodge. At least I find it super fun.
I don't know. I hate the spell card at the end because I feel cheated when I get hit by a glowy bullet. Because look how the glowy bullets are inside the ring bullets, and when they're like just on the edge of it, you can't really see them. Especially when you're looking at fucking everything else.
Yeah.
Good God, that's ridiculous.
Now, if you haven't seen, do you want to see the LFS timeout phase? That one is also pretty fun. It only has
LFS.
one layer of bullets, but it gets like just as stupid. Hold on.
I remember the I think it's Yukari or Ron. I'm pretty sure it's Yukari. Yukari's second last spell card has a timeout spell as well. It's the one that just gets more and more layered as you do damage to it. But if you just time it out at like 20 seconds, it just adds every single layer at the same time, plus another one, and just starts throwing everything at you.
Like first it started off normal, but then the timeout phase actually kicks in, and you're gonna have a real mess of bullets.
Good old 99.99 seconds.
Yeah.
At least she takes damage. I learned
Yeah, there we go. Now
that-
it starts.
Oh my God, that's a lot
That
to
is
figure
a
out.
lot. It's actually super fun to do, believe it or not.
Doesn't look that. I mean, if you're at the end of a run, you would probably be feeling the heat. But as far as pattern goes, at least it makes like sense. And
Yeah.
it's visible.
Yeah, for sure.
I always found it nice that there were guidelines on where the bullets are going on this. Doesn't make it that much easier, but it's nice that there's like something there that indicates what they're doing. Because sometimes you get patterns with very wonky methods of bullet movement, and there's no real indication where they're going to move, aside from just constant trial and error and learning. This one still requires learning, of course, but the lines are a nice touch that you don't ever see
Yeah,
again.
nice touch.
Why would you? Yeah.
So yeah, that's what the full timeout phases are. They're pretty fun. I would honestly, if some of you guys are into that, I would unironically advise you give them a shot. They're also very good dodging practice. If you're into
And
that.
there's New A's one as well.
Newest one is
heard
not
that
worth
one-
it.
I've heard that one has been done at the increased frame cap as well, because
Newest one is just stupid, not worth it. Ignore it. I hate it. Even for me, it's stupid.
so those other ones were fun, but New A is not fun.
No,
All right,
it's straight up stupid.
all right.
Show us free to
Please.
Wawa patch. Oh god.
I've seen
Okay.
that before.
You have?
Yeah, you showed it to me before. Last time
Oh yeah, right.
I was on with the
Yeah.
TRS roulette.
Do you remember?
I've
Did
all-
I tell you like the context behind it? It's pretty funny.
You did, but I'm afraid I don't remember the details.
Okay, so the story was like I just took over, the show, and I decided to give people like submission themes. Now you know what that is, right? The submission themes.
Yeah.
The first
I've been
submission
part of
theme
some.
that we had on the show was you guys have to make a run that will piss me off as much as possible.
Oh,
So someone did a UFO run where they modified the music to add all these wah 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 effects, and on top of adding like a lot of other meme patches on top, and it became a legendary run on the show due to that. It's Seki a busy
Yeah.
level. Let's go.
the vibe music is what it was. It wasn't even that bad. That's the crazy part. Like it was like
Yeah.
it was definitely like, what is this? But after a while, it was, you could kind of get into it. It didn't like feel super out of place. It was really weird. It was
Okay.
neat though.
So the comment on the run spoils the amount of misses, but I will not tell you guys, so we all have the surprise, or well, at least you guys do.
All right. So what one's this one?
It's PCB Lunatic.
PCB. Okay. All right.
Skip
I did
to
that one
Chen, or we're
before.
skipping up to Chen. Let's go.
Okay. I did. I got E EOSD, PCB, IN, Mountain of Faith. I'm working on it.
No.
IM was great because I got to Kaguya's final and I don't know how to do it, and she has basically invincibility for the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So I died. And then I did another run and I got there with like 7 lives. I was like, yes, I can bomb with the best of them. So, like, I got that one, but it definitely felt a little, I don't know. Didn't feel as good as the UFO hard, but I did it, so who cares, right? Same amount of faith. A lot of bombs, but in the end it works.
All right, let's go. Let me just start the stream. Oh wait, no, I already am. Well then, ready to
It's
go.
I got there.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Oh, never mind. No, it spoils it in the name. Oh well.
That's just his name, alright?
It spoils the number of miss in the name.
No, his name is Clan Keem, alright? There you go. Alright. I have not played PCB in a while, but I've seen my fair share of lunatic-based runs, that's for sure. I enjoy watching this game quite a lot. And I like the music,
Oh,
too.
yeah, it is
I've
no
never,
bomb, I think.
Oh, he paused. Wait,
Yeah, I
you paused.
Is this no bomb or am I high? Hold on. Did it say?
You wrote the schedule. It
No,
says
no.
survival.
Special condition, none. No.
No, it's just survival.
Yeah. I'm blaming chat for this, for making me doubt about my schedule skills. Wait, it wasn't listed as a no bomb, but it is no bomb?
Okay.
Okay, I'm adding no bomb then.
Alright. I did one CC, Mountain of Faith, yes. I got hit a lot at Sinai. And then I got to Conoco, and I didn't get hit as much, and it was pretty good.
Man,
And that's my story.
I can't
That's my story about Mountain of Faith.
Dude, I can't write proper schedule if people like don't give me details about their own.
Information. Well, it's not like your thing was wrong.
True, it was right given what I was saying.
Oh, good old Chen. I've never gotten sick of any Touhou game's music. I know some people end up turning the midis on, and like they're funny in their own way. Although, admittedly, some of the midis from or not even the midis, but some of the original mixes of the music in this game sounded nicer from the unused stuff. Specifically, like Chen and Alice's themes, or Alice's stage theme and Chen's theme. They were
Yeah, the
deeper,
lower key
deeper
ones.
pitch.
Yeah, lower
Yeah.
pitch, yeah.
They were nice. I liked them. I like the ones we got finalized, but Alice's specifically sounded really good in that.
It sounded
form.
like more sad almost, more
Yeah.
melancholic.
It kind of fit better with the atmosphere of the stage, but it's
Honestly,
fine
yeah.
if it changed. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. But I like the final track. I think the only song in PCB I'm not a massive fan of is probably Yomu's theme. And I wouldn't even say it's bad. It's just something about it that strikes me as like... I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I don't think it's as good as their stage theme, I guess.
I kind of see where it's coming from. I'm not that big of a fan of Yuko's theme that much. It's good, but it's not something I would just listen on its own.
It's loud.
It's loud!
Listen, I like used to have all the whole OSTs on my my playlist when I was doing work in the freezer, and that one would come on, and it was just trumpets, and it gave me a headache, and I was like, that's gotta go. Like Neko Fantasia is ridiculously loud compared to every other song, but Bloom Nobly and
Holy
Ultimate Truth are just...
You
all
guys
trumpets.
lied to me again!
He bombed.
But this is why you...
He very clearly bombed.
Chat, what the hell? That's what I
No
get for
bomb,
listening
not
to
anymore. Alright.
you. I take
That final is kind of insane, though.
True.
Honestly.
Okay,
That
we're
final
showing
is insane.
Chen because the player asked to show Chen. That's why I'm doing that.
He wanted to confirm that it was indeed no bomb.
Yeah.
There was bomb. It was bomb. There was bomb.
There was Bob. It was not. Don't get started too. Dude, I went like halfway through the run in like half an hour because PCB is that long. Someone's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Is this no bomb?" And we're all gonna be like, "I don't know anymore."
Well, if that's the only bomb.
Oh no.
What if by miss he meant bomb?
This
So
was
there's only
actually
3 bombs in the
miss.
entire run? Yeah.
It's not 3M, it's 3B. No. I mean, there is an M in the word bomb for all I know.
You know, it's interesting how long PCB is when the stage is as short as it is. But I guess
I
stage
think
4
it's, you know, I'm
kinda...
gonna skip a bit of the stage and just show like the boss itself and then the boss. So we can skip stage 4 because nobody ever dies to stage 4, and I will stand by
That's
that.
not true. I'm right here. Come on now.
No, but like it's a running gag. That, like I just skip stage 4 because it's too long, and
It
I always
is-
say nobody
it makes
dies
up
and
for
people
it.
always die.
It makes up for the fact that stage 3 is a boss fight, stage section, boss fight, stage section, boss fight.
Yeah,
Oh, this is just throwing hands.
exactly.
He's kind of aggressive. We're just in our own magical, strange world, dubbed the Alice Zone. Look at that. That was the whole section. Even though you sped it up, it's like that's still like a 25-second section at best at regular speed.
Yes, I do remember Anna. It was it was great.
By the way, I can't dodge that non. I don't do diagonals well, and Alice's diagonals are they're just too much for me. I have dodged this one maybe 5 times in my life. Maybe 5 times in my life. Look at it, dude. I know it's static, depending on like, but like it's too much. It's too much to process.
I mean, that is spooky. That thing can get spooky. Orlean Dolls is scary.
Ooh, there we go. There's the bonus.
Oh, is it the funny non? Is it the funny non spell? It is the funny non
That
spell.
doesn't work.
The one that's
This one.
You know, the non that has like 2 HP.
Yeah. It doesn't have any HP at all. It just ends.
No, if you don't shoot, I think it just doesn't. It actually like keeps going.
You sure?
I'm
Pretty sure it's
pretty
just broken because it
just-
works in the demo. Like
it?
the spell works perfectly fine in the trial version.
It
But-
ends on its note. Okay, I guess I'll believe chat on that one. It ends on
It
its note.
ends.
All right. Because I just remember in scoring people milking it at least however they can.
Well, it used to be they run in with the grays and just kind of back up, but then
Yeah.
strategies changed to move the border, so that what just kind of happens. I don't remember the finer details, but I know they started doing the whole they started doing the bomb setup safe spot in the middle of Alice with border active. Honestly, Alice nowadays for score runs is insane, especially like the
I
9
love the
border
spins
Alice.
and the things they do. It's so good.
Maximum border Alice is insane.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And then this really strange final spell. I don't know, it's just like the other ones have like something to them, but this one just feels really, really weird.
I see where you're coming from. Ooh!
That's
no.
a tight squeeze, yeah.
You could have made it through in this gap. You could have made it through, but choosing to bomb is a way smarter option.
Man, that bomb is so weak.
So now, chat, you know the deal. Nobody ever gets hit on stage 4.
Yeah, that's the
Nobody.
thing. It doesn't really look like a spell card pattern per se, especially compared to her other spell cards. It just kind of looks like, I don't know, a mess, I guess.
Nobody ever gets hit on stage 4. Okay, let's see.
It's
how
Lily. You can't skip Lily. You can't skip Lily.
Sure, he gets skipped enough in like syphilis.
Here she is. Here she
Look
comes.
at her.
Is she gonna get one? Finally? Is it her time? No.
Okay, so yeah, nobody ever dies on stage 4, so let's see.
I
you
hate
haven't
this
died.
part. Yep.
You're not getting hit.
I like doing that part like properly and getting all the point items, but then this part I've always had trouble with it. And this fairy tends to mess things up.
See, finally a player to show the world that nobody ever gets hit on stage 4. Thank you.
All right.
Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, this opener. Oh god, this opener.
Yeah.
How
I think
do-
it's interesting that no matter what like way you play the game, like score or survival, you tend to do the Prison Rivers the same way by forcing Lyrica in the second spot. Because I don't actually remember what Merlin does as the second like non and second spell, and I don't think I've seen Lunasa show up since I accidentally activated her in my 1cc. Yeah, that was a bit foolish of me to do. It's still 1cc, so it's okay. But I did accidentally make her attack me.
You know what this is making me think of? So we have this one person I have this one person I know in the community. They're very, very good at Iron, and at some point they were good for INL and NN, right? So they
What?
got a run where they were no miss pace after racing. However, they forgot they were playing on a new PC or on a new score file, and they
I know
got
where this is
forced
going.
into stage 6A, and they came over.
Oh my god. Do any like LNM players even remember how to do 6A?
I don't know. But a shout out to Pro 8, by the way.
I feel bad for Aiden because I think her theme is better than Kaguya's.
It is better,
but
yeah. I support you on that.
Nobody wants to play Final A after they get access to Final B because it just doesn't feel like the final part of the run.
Yeah.
Also, do LNNs count the last 5 Saki Kaguya spells, or are those just
Of
bonus?
course, like okay, you have LNN, you have LNN FS.
Oh, okay.
So
full,
like I
full
guess the
capture for
usual
that.
when people refer to Ion as an Ion LNN, generally they mean full spell. But in
Yeah, I
theory,
thought-
if they
I thought
don't
10
specify,
desires.
if they don't specify full spell, you could have a run that's no miss no bomb and die to the Kaguya finals, like quote unquote like the finals. But
Okay.
it would still be technically an LNN, but just not full spell.
I thought it was 10 Desires was the only one with that, what would you call it, distinction with the full spell, because
I mean,
simply
Loki
because
also
Yoshi
has
exists.
this. Loki also has this because like they're like at some point, like Loki LNN, yeah, some people are crazy enough. Like Clumpies, Clumpies is second spell. Some people time it out.
Which one's the second one? Is
Flash
that
and
a-
stripes, like the big laser moving down.
Oh,
You gotta go
yeah,
back up and
that
you have
one.
random big stars all around that blends in. It's awful.
I hate going up towards those because I'm never sure my lane is good, and then a star is just like,
Did
oh,
you know
well.
there's actually a visual cue to make sure you're always good?
Is there? I'm not really worried so much about the laser wall, more so that it's just like I'm trying to push through the stars fast enough, and then one is directly in front of me.
These dodges are insane.
Yeah, that was tight dodging there. Oh my god.
Normally
bomb
though,
needed.
I'd say
No bomb had actually.
Yeah.
That's why.
I usually see people going a bit more on the side, so that was unexpected. That was very good.
SA also has full spell at Catswalk Blazing Wheel. That makes sense. I remember watching that one at
Catswalk?
World Cup about
Like
how
Cats-
a lot of
oh, yeah.
players will they'll time down Catswalk to avoid the section after that.
Yeah.
And
Though
it also
blazing.
skips
Yeah. No, people don't time down Catswalk. No.
it's the non before it.
Yeah, yeah.
Catswalk is the spell card.
Now, however, Blazing Wheel, people never time out Blazing Wheel per se. Usually people just time it down. Because you don't need to avoid the annoying section, you don't need to time it out entirely. You just gotta time it down until it reaches like the high pitch beep beep. That's when you just kill it, like the 5 last seconds or so.
I heard it was similar for Momiji as well. Like
Momiji, I think you kill it in
you,
like
you time her
11
down
seconds,
to 14 apparently,
Yeah,
according
14.
to Crispy.
something.
14. If you take her to 14 and not take her down, you can just stream the remaining bits of the last section without having to like restream. But Momiji's pattern is extremely like claustrophobic. So trying to time her down, you have to like let her get 3 or 4 waves off without really shooting at her. I don't like it. I prefer to bomb it for sure. But the section after Momiji is just like, what even is that? I can't even tell because it happens so fast after Momiji dies, and since the time
Oh,
where
misdirection?
where you end up in it, where you end up in it is dependent on when you take Momiji out. So it seems like it's really hard to actually get it consistent because that would involve
You
getting
know about
Momiji.
Mistrat, where you start the things on you.
I know how to do the misdirect for the first 2, and then I don't know what to do after that. So I hope she dies. That was my strategy.
Usually she dies, yeah.
Mm.
You can go back up, it's actually not that hard to go back up.
Oh, I don't like pressing my. I have a hard time pressing forward when I know bullets are around me because sometimes I feel like I'm just gonna clip into something, and if I do, it bothers me for the rest of my life.
Understandable.
Like when I was doing Koishi for the first time, I had a really good track record on Super Ego, and then it hit me once, and I was like, oh shit. And then it hit me again, and then it hit me again. I lost 3 lives to that spell card, and I was never able to recover from that.
Oh.
To this day, when I see that spell card, I bomb at least twice. I can't do it anymore. I used to be so confident. It took 3 lives out of me, and I've never been able to do it properly ever again.
Also,
So it checked my super ego, that's for sure.
but it's something we haven't mentioned yet is how clean this run is so far.
Yeah, this is going really well. I don't think
This
he's
is-
actually like suffered a hit. He's just been
They
really
haven't
well
died
placed in
at all
bombs.
yet. They've only been bombing and like they've bombed, had insane dodges and very, very, very clean routes.
He does have 1 bomb left for emergency, which he might use here.
And no border breaks. Oh yeah, this is probably no. They're gonna bomb this. If it gets messy,
No.
they're gonna bomb it.
There's been no border breaks. I don't think there's been any force
Nope.
breaks either.
They can survive though. A bomb maybe revives.
Yeah. I don't like this spell card. This spell card reminds me of her mid spell card. I honestly don't know which one I would think is worse, but I think they're both bad in their own ways.
Yeah. But in
And
chat, I
this
know what
guy.
the final result of the run is. I'm just not gonna tell you.
Don't worry, it was just his name.
Yeah.
Just his name.
Stop reminding
know
me,
for
people,
sure.
of this.
It's just his name. Nice. I know, like, when I was first playing Touhou, like on normal mode and stuff, Yomu to me was the final boss in this game. I would get here with like that life count. Yomu would guarantee take at least 3 of them from me, and then I get to Yuyuko, and I would just be thinking about how much I hate Yomu, and then I would lose to Yuyuko every time.
That is some tight dodges. I like this a lot.
Yeah, he's not making too big movements, so.
Yeah,
Pretty sure that's the way you're supposed to do that one, right? Just like very slight movements to the sides.
Oh, you have different ways to do it. No, generally, yeah, I personally like to do minimalistic in a way.
Also, pretty sure it's her only spell card that has like the blade effect there, but doesn't have an actual hitbox. Because there's a hitbox down there. You touch that, you die.
Then
But all
if
the
you
other
go
ones,
down
like-
there, there's something wrong with you already.
Well,
Even
yeah,
the
but-
bullets spawn from there. That would be
I
very
know,
awkward
but what
to
I
go
mean
there.
is if you try to like bottom hug, because maybe you could like go to the bottom and Rainbow your way through it like one of Moko's spell cards. But it just prevents you. But then that one spell card that she does with the she did 2 spell cards ago, there's no hitbox on the actual slice.
I
and
like
this
to
one
believe
is-
the slowdown on the final spell is absolutely unnecessary. And I'm
I
sure the
hate-
spell
I
would be
hate the
absolutely
slowdown.
capable without it.
I've never been a fan of the slowdown because I don't really like how I'm moving and then suddenly time speeds up and I'm just not ready for it ever.
Yeah.
I prefer Sakuya when she stops time completely because that way I can at least like predict things better. But Yomu, I just can't get a handle on the bullet time stuff.
Remember when
Not
stage
to
4 bosses
mention-
had a stage 5 bosses had a gimmick?
Stage 5, Stage 4 mostly.
Yeah, but stage 5. Remember when stage 5 bosses had a gimmick? No, if you
But
think
still
about
do.
it, UM stage 5 has a gimmick. It has the gimmick of being annoying.
Well, she does have these really cool, stupid laser wheels that bombs just don't get rid of. I would say that's a pretty good gimmick. Mega Move's got some silly business going
You
on
mean
for
stage
sure.
4 gimmicks? Excuse me? Have you know UM has stage 4 gimmicks? It's called being the worst stage in the game. That's a pretty cool gimmick.
Good old, what's his name, Jimbo? Is that what you call him?
Jimbo and Misumaru, yeah.
Those yin yang orb bullets are.
Oh, spam
back.
cap!
Speaking
No!
of- Oh, that was pretty good. For the most
The
part,
one
though.
time I call a cab. Oh well, no, but still.
That section doesn't belong in this game. Seriously, everything else in this game like that does not lead up to me believing that what you see there is supposed to be in this game.
Have you ever seen this clip of me doing this section pacifist?
Why?
Because I can.
Yeah, how many tries that take?
5.
5. All right, that's pretty good. This spell sucks because there's no actual slowdown, but you still get the annoying effect.
Yeah.
And then this happens, and I don't know. Oh wow, that's a pretty wow. You know what? That was really good. I didn't know you could do that.
Also, yeah, spam pacifist is barely any harder than regular spam. Yeah, someone should mention.
Most of the enemies tend to get their bullets in before they die anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Yuyuko.
Woo! Also, yeah,
Spice-
right.
ooh.
You have the Sakuya dialogue. Okay, so Ashby, do you know in like the old janky hard English patch of PCB? You know, you
I'm not
have
familiar.
stage 6 mid-boss dialogue where, you know, Sakuya talks to Yomu.
Yeah.
And in this version of this translation, Yomu talks, and then Sakuya just like, shut up, deceased one.
Well, that's on the. Isn't that in the like the latest ones too?
No,
'Cause
I
that's
think now it's
definitely-
like, I think now it's something along the lines of you speak to less for someone who's dead or something like this.
Oh, okay. Well, when I first played this game, I definitely remember seeing that line. But
I just
also played
love
the
that
version
line
of.
because it's like, I think it's the balance between shut up and deceased one.
I
just
also
love
played the
it.
version of IN where Marissa says, "Move, bitch, get out the way."
Oh yeah, I love
I was
it.
so surprised when I played that game again, and that line just was nowhere to be found.
There is a mod for it actually to put it back.
It's a good line.
Yeah, I have a mod to put it back.
That was real. Yeah,
And it's
That was real.
Alice that says it.
it was
Yeah.
Alice who says it. Yeah. The point is, like, that line existed there, and
Now,
then
bitch, get out
suddenly
the way.
it just ceased to exist. Although my favorite line in all of the Touhou is, if it isn't Reimu, what's up? That's my favorite line.
Another
just
line I
classic.
love is how, like, during the Flounder dialogue, she talks to Marissa. No, to the static
there's the
spell, to the routable spell.
Spinning this one is cool.
I love spinning this one. If I do an LB of this game one day, I'll just spin it in survival.
Isn't that, like, not in survival? Like, it's just a better way to do it in general?
Oh no! Actually no,
No?
but people can.
Okay, I thought it was actually like I know it's a score strat, but I thought it was viable for survival because it wasn't too strenuous
But yeah, back
compared
to
to
the
doing it
quote I
without.
was
Ooh,
mentioned.
jeez.
Back to the quote I was. Oh no, the border break!
There's the border break.
You
That
were
count as
too
a miss?
high. That was obviously too high. No, that's unfortunate. The run has been so good so far.
Does that count as a miss though? Does that count as
No, it
free
counts as
miss?
a border break.
Oh, did he have that in? That wasn't his name, so I don't know.
No, it counts as because normally, border break you have the NBB for no border break condition, or some people can say to. Also says NR, it's a Japanese terminology. It also means there's no border break.
An interesting category. So like when you get a border, you're sweating.
Yeah, literally. Oh no,
Oh,
it's
here
the
we go.
retirement non.
It's a classic one.
The classic retirement non spell.
I haven't got hit by it yet, but you
Yeah.
know, if I ever come back to PCB, it might be time. It's that and one of Remy's
Knife
nons. Yeah, the knife non. I got hit by that when I was doing my 4 of a kind video.
Oh,
And,
I mean,
well,
like when I mean,
That
we've all been memed by it the first time we saw it because we
listen,
tried
I had to
POC.
control 4 different games at the same time, so me getting hit by it wasn't that surprising. But I did get hit by it. That's all I'm saying. It did get me.
Oh, hero talent. But yeah, back to the quote I was mentioning about Philander and Marisa. It's like Philander talks about how she's been locked in the basement for 495 years, and Marisa replies, "Good, that's cool. I only get weekends off."
It's a good line.
That's a great line, yeah.
I appreciate Marissa's sassy one-liners when she has them anyway. The video, the dialogue for the characters in the game tends to be a little different from other works for sure. Like Sakuya, for example. Sakuya feels kind of mean when she talks to people in the games, but then
Rainbow
you see her
feels
in
like she's just a bitch in the PC98 game.
Rainbow in PC98, she's a little more afraid of things, but also, I guess she's also not scared of like being, more aggressive. I don't know how to explain PC98. It's really weird.
Rainbow's just a bitch. I remember this one thing where someone is just on vacation and what is this corner dodging? That's insane.
All right, that was looking pretty good though.
Yeah, but yeah, like I remember, you have, I think it's Louise. She's just on vacation, and Rainbow's like, "Yeah, but you're a yokai, so I'm gonna kick your ass." Anyway.
Yeah, that's true. She does do that. And in Touhou too, she's like, she sees Meira and she starts like, she's like, "Are you hitting on me?" No, I'm not hitting on you. Like that's her response to that. And when she sees Rika, she's like, "What are you even doing here?" It's like, "Hi, I have a tank," and Rainbow doesn't give a fuck. And then the stage 3 boss shows up, and Rainbow's just like, "Oh no, rocks."
Wait, are they gonna do it at the? They're doing it at the bottom. That's insane.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, doing this at the bottom is so wild. It's so terrifying. I know
I
some
thought that
people
doing it- oh my
like
Jesus.
to do it at the bottom. Some
I
people
thought
actually
doing it at the
like.
bottom was the way you were supposed to do it when I was doing normal, and I started trying to get really up, like where he is now basically was how I started trying to do it.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
would
a fan
say
of this one.
that originally I guess the intention was to do it at the bottom probably, but it's so much easier in my opinion to do it at the top before the butterfly extends.
Yeah.
Whenever people do it at the bottom, I think they're insane. And
Like
I
getting
think
through them
they're just-
before they open up.
to me,
'Cause it's
people
easier
who
to
do
read
this
the
are
path.
just too good. I'm like, wow. How can you do this? Alright,
Here we
final
go.
wave,
Last
don't
one.
get hit now!
Oh,
I'm sorry!
man. Oh man, that's a stinger. Man, imagine that on like LNN pace or something like that. That would sting. You literally got hit on the last second.
Okay, for the record, people, despite me knowing what the final count of the run was, I completely forgot what the miscount was when I said that.
That was a good run though. Honestly, that was very few actual like mistakes. Good use of bombs, and even the few times he did get hit, he did play really well in the situations he was in before he did ultimately take the hit.
Oh,
So it's
that
well
was such a clean run. Yeah, dude, that was I mean, I don't really have much else to say other than that was super clean.
Yeah,
Like,
just a
dude,
solid run.
If you don't have an LMB yet, you're more than good enough to get an LMB, and if you have an LMB, you're more than good enough to get a low miss, in my opinion.
Well, if you count how many bombs he used, and you take them away from those situations, he probably would have been left with maybe 0 or 1 life, like 1 life left. Somewhere very close to that, so it's doable. It's
Yeah.
definitely doable.
That was a very cool run. Just big GG to you, buddy.
Yeah. And there goes 30 minutes of old PCB.
Yup.
Oh, classico. It's a classic game.
It's a classic. Yep.
Never get sick of that one.
Yup. You know what? On the topic of dialogue, you should do a video that's like like just the funniest Touhou dialogues.
The toll, what?
The funniest Touhou dialogues. 'Cause
Dial
you have
oh,
some
God.
amazing material in there.
There's a lot of dialogue options in there. I don't know if that's really what I do, though. I don't know.
It could be funny to rank them in a stream, though.
My ideas are usually a little more, like, off the wall and stupid, to
Fair.
put it bluntly.
Fair. More
Like
stupid.
the last one I did, after all. That took a little more than elbow grease to actually get working, and well, it was very strange to say the least, but I had fun with it.
I mean, hey, you put through.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really one day want to make a list of the dumbest Touhou dialogues because you have some hilarious stuff. Like, I'd say the Reimu, like the Reimu post Okina extra dialogue, is so funny.
In the ending, or like
In the
or
ending,
that-
yeah. In the extra, you know when she defeats Okina and she tries to leave, so like Reimu just like leaves, and then Okina starts monologuing, and then Reimu comes back and she's like, when you said third door to your left, do you mean my left or your left? And then Okina starts like to explain Reimu how to get the fuck out of her place.
Nice when the characters actually like talk and have good dialogue like that, because there are a lot of Touhou characters who just talk about absolute nonsense
I mean, yeah, of
in their dialogue, and I'm just sitting here with a question mark over my head, like, all right, I guess we're fighting now. But
Like, you go, it's
IN's
completely
definitely got
dark when I close my eyes.
IN's got some of the best dialogue for
Is
sure.
this an actual quote from IN?
Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure she says it to Yiko when they're the pre-boss fight for Mystia. It's either pre-boss or after, but it's definitely during the Mystia fight. Wait, it's from 6B? Oh, I thought it was from the Mystia fight, because Mystia is the Night Sparrow. You have to double check. You have to double check. There's a lot of good dialogue. There's a lot of good dialogue in IM for sure.
Oh, and then you have the famous Cherno dialogue where she says she's gonna freeze you together with some English beef, and I still
Right,
don't
oh
know
yeah,
why.
English.
And I still don't know why she says that to this day.
Yep.
It's
Well,
like why Cherno?
I like that Yomu line because it's completely in character for her. In CDS, one of the more recent chapters, she starts talking to Satori, and Satori starts explaining all what's going on with the whole plot, and Yomu's just smiling and nodding, being like, "Yep, I understand." And Satori's just like, "You don't understand a word I just said, but you're smiling and nodding anyway." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, that's Yomu." So Yomu tries her best, but she's lived with Yuyiko for so long that when she hears all this cryptic bullshit, she just knows how to smile and nod and just be on her way. She does her
Yomo
best.
being kind of silly looking, like kind of being kind of silly in like the Touhou games is actually super adorable, but also hilarious.
Yeah, it gives them characterization. That's
Exactly.
makes them a little more entertaining. They're not just
Yeah.
that's why Reimu is so good, because Reimu gets so much more with
Like I
extra
tend,
stuff with the games and the written stuff.
like I don't know what you think, but I tend to believe that, in my opinion, older Touhou dialogues, like up until like Moth, I'd say, like old, USD, PCB, IN, dialogues had this jankiness that makes them very charming, and that's not really there anymore.
I agree to that. I wouldn't say it's not there anymore, but I know what you mean.
Very
like,
different.
As I
Like,
said,
they have this jankiness to them.
Ian has a ton of dialogue like that. That's just really good, and it's a bunch of characters that people like. You got Reimu, Marissa, Yomu, Sakuya, but then you got Ramilia, Yuyiko, Alice, and Yukari is still pretty popular. So a lot of real big shot characters that people really like from the earlier games, all together to talk to others.
All right,
And then
Celia.
they get to talk to the IN characters who are popular as well.
Yeah. I wonder how much of that is just bad translation, honestly, Jamers. That could be it.
That's 100% possible, but like, move bitch, get out the way. I don't think Zun said that. I don't think he wrote that. All right, but it was, we got it, we dug it. That's all. Some of
Moth
the
during
dialogue in the
early
later
mid
games
autumn
is-
hits difference. Honestly, yeah, you're right. It fits the season.
Yeah. Autumn. It's colder up here now. That's for sure.
It's still way
But-
too hot in my room, personally.
A hurricane took all the leaves off the tree for us, so
Oh wait,
autumn came
how is the
early.
final gonna go? How is the final gonna go?
Oh, that was lucky. Look at that.
Yeah, that was lucky so far. Yep.
Damn.
Nice. All right. Well,
That took a while. Huh. I feel like that took more, it took more cycles than I expect.
I mean, it's Rainbow C, dude.
I don't know what that means. I play Rainbow B.
You know, okay, this is what Rainbow C is.
What, I see that. That's clearly Rainbow C, but what does that mean?
It means jack shit damage unless you shotgun.
Oh, wait, I see now. Okay. Alright. So I was told that it's possible to get, like, 4 score lives before stage 4. And I was going to learn how to do that because getting to Waterfall with essentially 3 lives was really annoying. But I no longer have to do that because I got my 1 CC.
I got asked to show Hina, so we'll see why.
So you gotta get hit by the non? Dude, this non looks so weird,
No way
but
they died.
Okay. That non looks super weird, but I have a strange amount of confidence in doing it. And this, I bombed every time. I know what I'd have to do, but I push myself to the back of the screen, and then I get walled in because I'm a fool. So why is he playing Rainbow C if the damage is this bad?
Because Rainbow C is the meme shot. It's the hard shot. Like, it's the it's the funny shot that deals no damage. Like, you can do some insane... Rainbow C used properly in some instances, she can be extremely strong because her shotgun is actually pretty strong. But you don't have that much opportunities.
Yeah, I'm right there with you with that bomb. I think this spell card is just a little bit goofy sometimes. And this one, you know, it's pretty straightforward. I also learned, like, practicing everything from Mountain of Faith, you tend to practice with maximum power. But then you use your bomb, so you don't have maximum power. So things don't ever go as they're supposed to. So far, so good. This is all really fresh in my head because I just did this like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So
Rainbow C is still decent stages because of her spread, though.
I feel like
she mostly suffers a lot on
the speed killing. Oh well, it still speed kills with the shotgun, I guess. So there's that.
Yeah, like she just suffers a lot on bosses. But again, Rainbow C offers for some very aggressive shotgun strategies that are oftentimes very interesting to just watch when the player like knows how to properly shotgun things. It can get
probably
very
hard
funny.
to do though, right?
Oh, it is extremely hard. Like some strats are just insane. Like I've seen some like Rainbow C runs where the player does some insane stuff, and I'm like, wow.
So this is the shot type you play when you want to challenge yourself, but then you got Marissa B. It's the shot type you play when you wish to be done with this game.
Yeah. You know, this reminds me of a funny submission we had on TRS once, which was it was Muff, extra stage, no miss no bomb, Marissa B. And when we saw the run in the schedule, we were all laughing because we were like, yeah, you know, Marissa B, haha. But what we forgot is, in Muff, if you start the extra stage, the game puts you automatically at 4 power when you start.
Yeah, so you can't, if it doesn't get hit, then you can't, he has to play it legit. Oh.
So
dude,
we're all laughing because we got played so hard by this.
Would you say that ooze flooding, not ooze flooding, optical camo, would you say that's more difficult than some of the actual spell cards he uses?
And of course, Hydro Camo is like, when I do my usual TRS and I, you know, skip through the early game, I always just stop skipping to see how Hydro Camo went.
When I first was practicing, I felt super confident in it, and then I just could not replicate captures at all, and so I just started bombing it. But like, her first spell card, Ooze Flooding, I know how to do that, but I don't like having it go for an extra cycle. The Waterfall one just kind of feels like if you get lucky, it's really easy. If you don't get lucky, then it's a bomb, and then spin the plate, dude. I practiced that one for so long, and I just don't get it.
Hydro Camo is as people mentioned in chat. Hydro Camo really is an LNM killer. So that's the level of that card, if you're wondering.
I figured it was difficult because you have to basically dodge two
Rainbow C shotgun
lining up. Oh, he's just going for it. Whew. Yeah, this one makes me claustrophobic for sure. Her nons, thankfully, are like, you know, I don't think they're that bad personally. Oh goodness, but with Marissa C having to do, Rainbow C has to do a lot of this. Oh my god,
Look
Rainbow
at the
B
health
just
bar.
made it
Look at the health bar.
Rainbow B had to do 2 of them max.
Yeah, and Rainbow A is like 3 or 4 maybe.
So yeah, this one. This one, if you just get a really good pattern, or you do that, right?
Yeah, but still, the
Wait,
shotgun is pretty
super
strong.
quick. Yeah. And then this one, it's not too bad. It's
No,
not
the
too
nuns
bad.
are pretty easy. Honestly.
Ooh.
The
Their
three nuns are
are
pretty easy. It's just a matter of, you know, you want to take the side lanes because the Mentoses are always in like the middle lane, so you always
Yeah.
want to take the side lanes. That's about it.
You basically don't dodge the same lane that you just dodged from. So I was told to move to the right to manipulate her movement, but she doesn't do that for me. Every time I try to get her to move right, she either moves backwards or like nudges.
Yeah,
So
the
that
thing
I
is, like, movement manipulation is like, it guarantees the
Oh.
boss is gonna move towards, like, the direction you're in. It doesn't mean how far it's gonna move, but generally it tries to go under your shot.
I really tried though, but that I capped it. I capped it in practice, so I got it once, and that's all I need. If I can cap a spell card once, then I can cap it again in the future. Never mind the 1 out of 99 rate. It just means that if I get there in that situation, I can do it. That's all I need to tell myself. Just gotta prove that I can do it. Now this stage was, love the music, but I think I like this stage the least out of all the remaining stages. Oh, this is weird. This is not what I was doing.
Yeah.
That was pretty clean though, honestly.
Yeah. But Rainbow C's full power shotgun is super strong. But I think at 1 power it's kinda garbage.
Well, she's firing 6 sets of bullets, right? Most shot types
Yeah,
fire
only
5.
2 are hitting. It's like being at 0 power most shots.
Oh. But in shotgun form, you get all 6 of those right directly, so it's a lot of damage.
Did you know in some games there are shots, like there are, in some Touhou games, there are shots that could become bad shots that could become good if they shotgun, but the game has shotgun penalty that caps the damage you do if you shotgun.
I didn't know that any game had a damage cap on that kind of thing.
Yeah, some Touhou games have like a shotgun penalty if I recall correctly. It's
Did
very
they all
funny.
come after Mountain of Faith as a
I have no
response to
idea.
Marissa
Honestly,
B?
I couldn't tell you on the top of my head which games do it and which games don't.
Yeah, this section I don't know what's going on with this one because it's
But yeah,
just happens
PCB and
as
IN
soon as
has
Luigi
it.
dies.
Yeah, Solasaki
okay.
and IN! Solasaki and IN! Solasaki sucks! She's awful!
Can't even shotgun.
The only thing that could save her is the shotgun, but no, because Dune have implemented a shotgun penalty in IN.
Oh,
So
Why,
Solasaki
though?
deals jack shit damage regardless of what you do.
wonder why he did that.
I don't know.
And it seems like it's not an EOSD, but then it's not in later games too. Like, how does he decide?
Just zone grabbing.
I don't get it, man.
Bombing here is
Yeah, I don't-
honestly what you
I
should
don't blame
probably.
him,
This
man.
section is like this section can be scary if you're just going for a 1cc for sure.
It was difficult to try and get to the other side of the screen while the debris of the remaining, like the one I just killed, was going. For this part, I kind of liked bombing it just to get all the free stuff because it made me feel good.
On scoring, you have to POC this without bombing.
Ew.
I think at least that's there are strats in scoring where you POC this without bombing.
That was quick. Holy shit.
Oh yeah,
You can
just
do it
this
again?
spell. I think Crispy showed me like a Rainbow C strat on this spell, where he does
Okay.
it stupidly high.
That's just, you're not playing the nons. You're just not playing them.
What do you mean
Bro,
that's
I
a
wish
lie,
I-
Crispy? I remember watching an Inaki's run where he had to POC with it because he didn't have bombs. Or was it your run? I forgot. I remember seeing a Moth score run where the player POC'd without bombs.
That was a scary entrance for Storm Day. Oh, he's doing really well now after that bomb, though.
And I was 10 on
Ah.
this point.
Here we go.
Was he now? I
This
fucking
one,
I don't remember if it was an LN, but still. Yeah, we had a run of Moth that was like an LNN scoring. And they had to POC the crow section without bombs. It was very fun.
Wait, don't they... LNN scoring, don't they death bomb a ton in that? Or is it like just a
Yeah,
different
but here it was an
restriction
LN.
they did?
Like it was no, it was literally no. I don't think the run was LN. It was literally no maze. I forgot if it was LN or not. But I do know we've had a run that was like no bomb scoring at some point, and they
Oh.
had to POC.
Ooh,
section.
there's 2 seconds left on the clock on that. Alright, this one. I know how this one works. I understand it. I get nervous, and I get hit Yep, that's exactly what happened to me. I know what I have to do. I try to do it. I get nervous. I press the bomb button. Oh, jeez. So little damage when you stay away from her. But the bomb shotgunning just made her nons, like, non-existent.
Crispy,
Oh.
didn't you also POC without a bomb there in your run because you fucked up at some point? I remember this from not that long ago still.
This stage is awkward.
Unless
Very
I'm
awkward.
gaslighting myself into believing Inaki's run wasn't that far away. Like, wasn't that far off, wasn't that far.
Oh my god, what happened here?
Or,
oh,
like,
jeez. Alright, well, he's just trying to get his bearings at this point. You know, sometimes you bomb for repositioning, but it's not enough, so you gotta bomb again, and then
Yeah.
you really gotta buckle down on where you are. And I don't know where he is, and yeah, another bomb to get out of that spot. Oh man, this is a rough spot.
yeah.
Ad living is a bitch on some stages, because the way you gotta do them is it's so hard to recover from. Oh goodness gracious. Just get to Sanai. Just get to her.
They're fine.
Here she comes. Here she is.
They're fine.
Man, let me tell you. When I finally learned how this shit all worked, it didn't matter because I still bombed. But I learned how it worked, and I felt pretty good about that. But I think this... Oh, jeez, that was close. I think these star spells are very, like, intensive when you look at them. As a spectator, you just look at the whole thing as one big spell card, and you're like, holy hell. But when you actually do it, there's actually not a whole lot you have to properly dodge, and the bullets move at a very, very slow pace. So it's nice. But it's great that it's both a spectacle for the spectator, but also not like a ridiculously stupid spell card for the player. That's a good spell card, even though I don't like it myself. Oh boy. Wait, I don't remember that fairy shooting those red bullets for this at all. Is he just gonna stay centered? Sorry, I think you're dead. He's dead. He's back.
I'm back.
Alright, well, you're just in time for Snai.
Yo. So have
This
they
one.
died since like have they died
Oh, that is-
since the mid boss?
No, no, actually, they did
Well,
bomb.
it's time to get hit on the non-spell with a nail. But yeah.
They, I was told about that gap on the left after I went to the right and crashed into a bullet and lost effectively 3 bombs. Bright stars. Yep. I know how to do this one. I
Crispy
practiced
showed
it.
me, like, Crispy showed me a Rainbow C strat for this that was just wild.
I
Where you
practiced it
actually
with more
shotgun
power.
Sanai the whole way.
Oh.
It's so crazy.
Just get in her face and just left and right. This spell card is nuts.
It's not that bad actually. The Rainbow C though has a fun.
I
mode.
don't believe you. I don't believe you. This spell card is insane, dude. Insane. You got maybe if she didn't move as much, it wouldn't be as bad. But that's just crazy. And then the non is just left and right. It's like Blazing Wheel, but it's not as bad on your eyes. There you go. And another one that's extremely like visually heavy, but the amount you actually have to dodge
static.
is.
It's like static.
Yeah. When I learned how to do it, I was just like, there's actually not a lot of bullets I have to properly dodge. But like I said earlier, like when you
Yeah.
just look at the whole pattern as a whole, there's so much going on.
Yeah,
that
aim
it's
static.
crazy.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
one
it's
too.
routable. Let's just,
This
it's
one
just,
too.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, this one I don't know, but the penultimate is absolutely like 100% routable.
I personally believe this spell card is not difficult, but I'll get hit by it twice before.
It's not hard at all. That thing is kind of like, why is it there? Actually,
But I will get hit by it. Everybody gets hit by it. I capped it though. I did cap it with 1 power, like he did.
wait, guys,
Bomb.
did we get to hear
Bomb.
the secret part of Sanai's theme? I don't think so, because they bombed, right? Yeah, no, they bombed, so we didn't get to hear the secret part of it.
Secret part.
You know, Sanai's
What's the
theme
secret?
has like a second part you never hear during gameplay because you end the fight too quickly. Which is Rainbow C,
Yeah.
if you don't bomb, I think, like, she has
Ooh.
damage so bad that you actually hear it.
It's the part where just the piano takes over, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I heard it in practice.
I mean,
but
we
yeah,
call
doesn't
it,
happen in
I
the
call
real
it
run.
secret, that's how we call it as a joke, because you never hear it during gameplay under normal circumstances.
Because it's
Unless you
like the
play
last
Rainbow
12
Six.
seconds of the theme.
Yeah.
She
Well,
like it plays a real nice piano bit, and then she just like starts keyboard shredding like Suiko to bring it back around to the main one. Hmm.
So yeah, it just makes me so, it's just so funny that like
Ooh.
Rainbow Six the only shot that gets to hear it under normal circumstances because she's so
How-
bad at damaging.
How fortunate for her. All right, Kaneko. Man, I tell you right now, this non is insane to look
This
at.
node is difficult. It's hard to keep track of.
I
Until you get
understand
used to-
how
until
it's
you
like
get used to-
moving, but he's doing really well with this though.
Yeah,
And
I
with
mean, they're
Rainbow
doing
C
it very
damage.
well, yeah. Nice cap.
Oh, that was close. Okay. And this one, I know how to do it, but apparently I make really, really wide movements, but I still cap it, so I don't care. See, I do that. I go all the way over there. Apparently, you don't have to do that, but that's how I've been doing it since normal mode. So I can't not do it that way.
Oh, that thing is gonna be long.
You got a big gap.
No, that's built
You
gonna
think-
take forever.
You might time it out.
No, it's gonna be a cap for sure.
Oh, Kaneko's not moving like at all.
Yeah,
Isn't that nice?
She's pitying you.
All right, this is the best non I've ever seen. Oh,
That
yes.
non is just so free.
Dude, on hard mode, what you have to do to dodge that is just you have to make some like actual involved movements. And then I was told you do it on Lunatic like that. I just couldn't believe it. Like
Oh,
I had
it's
to,
the Phantom
I had to do
Jelly
it.
spell. Yikes.
This one's cool.
If you don't
This
mind the
one's pretty cool.
hitbox bug, yeah.
Yet. If I didn't, you know what? That spell would be so much better if I didn't know that existed because I would never be thinking about it. Ignorance would be so blissful for that spell card. I swear. Same with the penultimate one.
Yeah.
Oh god, this one. Oh
Minotaur
yeah,
is
that's nasty.
Kinda yikes. I used to
Sometimes
be
you just get a
consistent
really-
on that Divine Cup
Oh.
until I learned about the hitbox bug.
It's true though, because like when you try to do that spell card and you don't know about the hitbox, you don't ever like attribute anything to it. But as soon as you know and you get hit, you're like, hitbox, man. I swear to God, every time. Like it'll never not be the hitbox's fault when you get hit on that spell card ever again when you know about it.
Yeah. It ruins the spell forever. Oh man.
Ooh. This is just Remy's non, but
Yeah, I like to call this non-spell Remelia did it better.
Vermilia's is harder, I find. Once I learned how to do this one, I had very
Remelia
nice
only has
consistency
one
with it.
hard part, it's like the rain. It's dead.
Yeah, the rain is random. The rest of it is streaming.
The rest is easy. Okay.
Dude, I got here and forgot how to do it, and I panicked. I had everything down, and then I had one power, and I was like, I don't know how to do this. And it didn't go to shit, but...
Oh god, oh god, oh god. They're
yeah,
both-
that's basically what I was doing.
I mean,
Just had to push
Yeah.
bombs forward.
people in chat
and
saying
then-
both Remelia and Kanako's nons are boring. And I mean, yeah. Just because
They're boring
Remelia's
because
better
she just
doesn't mean
doesn't-
it's good.
They go invincible before you can even effectively hit them, so you just take forever, and they're just not that fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just because Remelia's better doesn't mean it's any good.
Can Rainbow see timeout Vogue? Is that possible? If she's really
It
trying?
doesn't time out, but it takes a long time.
Man, I'm telling you, this
gonna
spell
cap it?
card is... This spell card's great to watch, but I cannot stand playing it. And when it gets to the halfway point, I can't do it. I can't do the micros, I can't read the walls, and I
Nice.
just panic. He's doing really well though.
Oh, the micro.
Oh,
Oh, the
okay.
bomb. Honestly,
The baby
they
bomb.
I think with the way they were positioned before the bomb,
Oh, that
they would have
might have been
survived
okay
it. They
there.
would have survived. They were in the right position. The first
might have
bomb,
been
they
okay
would have
there as
probably
well.
gotten hit. Second bomb, they were fine.
Oh, that was good.
Yep.
It's not even. It's like half dead, dude.
I mean, yeah, now they're at 2 power Rainbow C. Come on.
Oh man. Oh, that
1
looked good
power
as
Rainbow
well,
C,
but
I mean.
the red one was coming right up that.
Never
Oh,
mind, they're
okay.
at 3 power
Ding,
Rainbow
ding.
C.
Eh,
Oh, they got it, they're fine.
The main thing is the second half of it starts putting the walls directly under her, so it makes you have to move. But then I don't want to move that far.
I
And then
mean,
it's
you
just
could
all-
also just learn, like, generally what people do. Generally what people do on this is they learn when it is safe and when it is optimal to just micro, and they just position themselves ahead of time. They know, like, they have a feel, they know, like, oh, that's gonna be a bad wave, like, I'm gonna have to micro and just, you know, come into it. Because if you actually plan to micro ahead of time, you can
Takes a lot of
properly
practice, though,
align
I
yourself
imagine.
and just do it, you know.
Now, my record for that is 1 miss. I could not cap it. I could not cap it myself. It's a hard one. It's a hard one.
Oh, for sure,
Definitely
but
takes.
still.
It's so long, and it definitely takes a lot of like attempts to really get it all down. And even then, like I said, it's long. And the longer a spell card goes, the more likely you are to make a small mistake. Especially when it comes to micros of all things.
Yep.
Micros are probably the #1 thing you can mess up. especially if you're using a control stick like I am. But
Let's
it's
go.
not about me, all
Control
right?
stick body. You have no excuse. I do. I do too.
Yeah. But I
But yeah.
we should be using D-pad. We
No,
should.
screw D-pad. Screw D-pad.
I can't do D-pad. I've been riding or dying on control stick
D-pad
my whole
play,
life.
as I used to say, D-pad players are just secret agents from the keyboard players, in like trying to destroy the real controller player base from the inside.
Doesn't Sock use that though? PS4 D-pad, and he's got an LNN on literally everything in the Windows area.
Still a keyboard player spy.
All right, all right. There's no breaking that conspiracy then. Controller players, listen, we can dodge anything as long as we don't got to move diagonally. That's all I'm
I can move
asking.
diagonally just fine.
I can't. Actually, that reminds me. When I was doing Conoco's or her Mamillion on the last set of the knives I had to do, my thumb missed the stick, and I almost got hit. I managed to save it, but I definitely missed the stick when I went to tap dodge, and it almost cost me a life, and I only had like 2 left to
Oh.
burn at that point. So that would have sucked, but it happens. Live and die by your control scheme.
But yeah, I haven't done Okay, my small deeper thing about the Mothra we just watched was that Reimusi's painful. Congrats on suffering through Reimusi. I would say as a whole, like the bomb usage was fine. You used Reimusi properly when you could, which shotgunning during bombs and all that. It's kind of free damage.
Bomb
Why would you not?
shotgunning. Bomb shotgunning was hilarious.
It's Reimusi shines in that.
Very Marissa type of action that Reimu's taken there, that's for sure.
So yeah, big congrats on going through the Reimusi suffering. Like that's well deserved. That is
Yeah, it was a
well
good run.
deserved. Yeah.
Finished with a lot of extra lives. Well, the amount of faith really does not like giving you lives, huh?
Yeah.
You get like 5 from score and
Yep.
then 2 from the game.
And now, chat, please forget about this whole cross-section POC thingy, because, yeah, it was just... I think I just forgot Inaki's run was no bomb. That's why I thought that. But still, to go back to this, we've had a run where the player did scoring and they didn't use bombs, and they had to POC on the cross-section, and that looked terrifying.
How good was the score at the end?
I mean, it
They
was
just didn't
very good,
bomb.
because... I think it was very good for no bomb standards. It was pretty
Oh,
good for
well.
no bomb standards, yeah.
There you go. I guess when you play something for so long, you gotta spice it
Oh,
up
absolutely.
for yourself
I
every
mean-
now and again.
Like the player Inaki is just, it's like I call him Muff Scoring Enjoyer. That's his nickname now.
Sometimes I think it's nice that the only thing I'm aiming for is just a 1cc on the highest difficulty. And some of you guys are playing to get like 1,000 extra points on a game that is like ridiculously optimized for score. I just can't imagine that. That's crazy.
All right, but if I really can't find anyone else to comment a PCB score on, I would absolutely ping you, assuming
That's
that
great.
you do still remember something from when you made that PCB video.
Maybe I just rewatch it when I get a heads up. It's been a
Okay.
while. It's been a while, but I definitely put I watched over 23 hours of PCP score runs through all the replays I went through. So a lot of it did stick, but the finer points definitely are a little lacking. All right. So
Alright,
what's the next
alright.
one?
It's gonna be the challenge markets.
Okay.
All right, fellas. If Inaki can be the moth scoring enjoyer, can I be the HBM scoring enjoyer?
Yeah, you can be the 100 BM scoring enjoyer, sure.
HB. Oh yeah, what do we call in this game?
I just
What we
honestly, I have no idea. I personally call it the 100 BM.
100 band manners. All right,
I,
gotcha.
I know some people call it 1 BM, HBM, yeah, as he said, 100 BM.
100
Okay,
BM makes
but-
enough sense.
Okay, but if you call it CBM, then you have to refer to TDSXD.
What is the official title of this game? It's like Black Market Bullephilia, right? So like
I don't know.
BMP.
Okay, so scoring in this game though, still more
Wait,
on
there's-
the serious
oh,
stuff. So
okay.
as you know, scoring in this game, well, this game doesn't have score. So usually when people score this game, at least they use the money counter as a way to get how much quote unquote score they get.
Okay,
Hold on. Am
and-
I looking at the right stream here?
I'm streaming a Twitch VOD.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the thing about the money counter is that is that for all the bullet money you get when you clear the stage, that bullet money gets converted into normal money. So collecting bullet money is implicitly also important for this game's equivalent of a clear bonus.
Okay.
Huh.
So he's playing. So how many rounds
Wow.
does this one go?
I think it was like what 12?
12 rounds.
12, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
12
I
or
think it's
14.
12 waves.
And I
You
assume
fi-
it's a boss every second, basically. So stage 1 boss, and then on
Yeah.
round wave 4 it'll be a stage 2 boss, and so on and so
Yeah, yeah.
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and they're still randomly
Uh,
selected, so there is still RNG to this.
Yeah, because you have some, of
Hmm.
course, some bosses that are better than others to score. So when you want to score this challenge market, you kind of have to hope that you're gonna get the good ones.
Well, she looks
Hmm.
pretty good
I-
with that.
I think the starting deck is interesting though, because like usually I'd see like people would go for like getting as much money as possible and all that, and here I see them with like Megumu's like rice ball and all that.
It'll increase his power each use. Is there like a end of power bonus or something, or is he just trying to get as much power as possible?
I think it's probably as much power as possible because, to be fair, when you're like going with this with one power and no attack,
Yeah.
it can be quite hell
Yeah.
in order
Right.
to get
Yeah.
through.
Can I talk about the starting deck for a bit? So in the starting deck, we have the card that makes all bullets just stop when the circle is declared.
Yeah. Urami's Gorgon card for
Which-
some
what-
reason.
Yeah.
And what that allows you to do is it allows you to just use the circle and then trap a lot of bullets in one place, to then use the mallet on them, which is also an initial card, and the
Oh, yeah.
mallet converts bullets into normal
The
money.
grind strategy.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
also part of a very well-known like cheese strategy with On's card, which he has 3 of already, because it reduces the cooldown for the magical barrier, so it effectively becomes
Yeah.
instantly usable
then you
again
have
when
the
it ends, which is what you're seeing here.
Yeah, and then the flanger.
Another
Mm.
Another important thing that I actually completely overlooked last time I commented in this game is the John card, which maxes out the difficulty as soon as it's equipped. So if you have it as an initial card, all the waves will be on maximum difficulty, which
A
gives
drum
you
card?
the maximum amount of bullets. The June card, the fan, it's the third
Wait,
one.
Jun
the
has a
initial
card in this game?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
it maxes out the
The-
difficulty. Shion's card will minimize the difficulty, but it doesn't stop it from increasing after you get it.
Oh. Alright. I didn't know they had a card.
It's
What a
completely
grind for
useless as an initial card because you already started at the minimum, but if you get it in the bullet market and you aren't good at dodging, you might want to get it if you're just a casual player.
Okay. Does Jun's card increase the amount of money you get?
It doesn't, but you want it anyways because you increase the amount of money you get by having the highest difficulty from the get-go.
Yeah, because you have
Oh.
more bullets, which means more things you can cancel with the mallet as a whole.
Because I didn't know Jun had a card in this game, but I thought like if Jun was gonna have a card in this game, it would be
Money
high
related.
risk, high reward. Yeah, it would be money related. So you play the game would be
Okay.
higher. The game would be harder, but you get more money as a result. And
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it does.
I like how they got Tsukasa's card here also because it's like the funny thing about like Megumu's card is if it maxes out your power, you can't use it no more. So Tsukasa's card is actually kind of helpful, not just to get like that power low, but it can also be helpful in just like clearing out some enemy waves.
What did
And
her
all
card
that-
do in this game? I don't remember the what hers does in this one. Pretty sure it's different from some of them are different from but I can't remember what ones they are.
Well, Tsukasa's card is less of like initiating a bomb and more just like a huge wave, like just like a wave of like damage.
Oh,
And
okay.
here you can basically just see them pretty much just mash X. Ideally, when you just mash the button, you get a new magic circle to frame the frame
A
you were
bonky.
able to get one, and then the bullets just don't move at all.
I wonder if Sticky Banky is good to have here, just like in DDC or not, because if you use the magic circle, maybe you could stack even more bullets on here. I'm not sure.
Quick question.
Mm.
Voko's card is the
Uh,
same as well, just 3 extra lives.
The way the snake card works is that it completely stops all bullet logic from executing. So it will So as a result of that, if like a bullet is mid-transformation, like getting bigger or getting smaller, it will stop that too. And
It's creating gaps in the lasers.
Yeah.
yeah, it can do that too. It can make parts of a laser spawn later than the rest of it.
The thing is about Seki's bullets is that they're not lasers; they're just like chains of like bullets
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
Oh.
the way they're spawned, they don't move. The Seki Banki enemy will just spawn one bullet after the next, just in a series. So the bullets don't get stopped or anything, and you don't really.
He's
stack
doing it.
them.
Among
And, like,
No, he's not doing it
It's
among.
like-
No, it's not Among Us.
He's not.
No, 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 no,
he's
no,
not
no,
doing
no,
it
no,
among
no.
us.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because technically, Seki Banki bullets never move to begin with.
What is this emote in chat? I hate you guys.
That's my emote. Sorry.
I hate you.
It's a Mokos.
It's Mokus.
My favorite Undertale speedrunner doesn't have any sus emotes. Best I got is like this.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
The thing I like about Seki Banki's like unique bullet type is it kind of looks like her stretching a neck, which fits her character pretty
Yeah.
well. Because she's the only one who does
Yeah, but see,
something like
back
this.
in my days, the Seki Banki meme spell where you draw on it. Back in my days, kids weren't drawing an Among Us; they were drawing a dick.
I drew an Among Us with the
That's how it
ISE
was back in the days.
Okay,
The
Borealis
ISE
mentioned-
spell card.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
Borealis
ISC
mentioned
spelled
something
people
important.
drew a dick. They didn't draw an Among Us back then.
Okay, Borealis mentioned something important.
Oh.
Also, if you fail to capture a pattern to run dice, so you don't want to have anything to time out ever. I don't actually know why you have to capture everything. I'd love to know.
Well, the thing is, if you time out, it basically ends the stage.
Oh.
It does that on the challenge market.
Yep, it does it on every stage.
If you time out once, it's over. Literally.
That's
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Ti-
Sure. I didn't know
time
that.
after the game over.
I think I know why. I think
Double
the lo-
speed, yikes! The thing about the speed upgrade card in this game is like it doesn't increase your focus speed only. It increases your speed as a whole. So your focused speed is also gonna get increased, which is awful.
I mean, it depends.
I actually prefer fast. I actually prefer moving fast in Touhou.
Aya players, man.
Aya players, Rainbow
Yeah.
C players in
Iron
SA.
player.
But Aya be moving real fast in those spin-off games, and then just like, then you start playing a real game again, and Rainbow is just not that. Rainbow's got too much going on. She can't move that fast.
Also,
I
yeah,
think-
Borealis, the player in chat, said that this wave sucks. So I can imagine this wave doesn't look like it's very fun or that milkable as a whole.
I hate
Yeah,
that
it's
one
like-
whenever it shows up because they all fire from the sides, and when
Alright.
you try to go to the wall, they
Oh.
spawn on you.
Oh,
So
it's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
is.
Oh, it's
Wait,
what I
we got
think.
whole Hijiri-
Oh, we got the
whole
thing!
Hijiri scrolls.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Now,
scroll
now
will
it-
increase the radius of the circle, and you have the on cards, so you can just spam this huge ass circle and then mallet all over those bullets.
Yeah.
So here we're gonna
Like
see
a
this
block bucket.
player. We're gonna see this player milk this cock right here.
Yep.
Well, this is the KFC bucket.
The KFC bucket. I remember seeing an image at some point which was like Kutaka fried chicken.
Yeah, get the K in there.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, now that I think about it, timing out the last pattern, the last spell card ever, has gotta be really bad because
No, it's
like
power
there's
move.
no more stage, but then
Yeah.
you also lose your clear bonus from all the bullet money.
No, it's a power move. Get to the end and then just time it out. Simply forfeit the run.
Yeah,
Get on world record pace and forfeit the run at the end.
You know, actually, Asher,
just-
we've had stuff worse than this before. I've had someone who 1cc 10 desires, and then when Miko died, they paused the game, and instead of letting the game finish and get their clear and save the replay, they paused and select save replay and quit the title just after Miko died. Before the game takes you out of the game to watch the credits, you have a small time window. The person paused and pressed like save replay and quit the title.
And because of
counts.
that, it technically I would count it as the 1cc, but the game doesn't unlock the extra stage.
And no, that was not Toimina Volcano, and it was not it was not intentional.
Get a 1cc.
Toy did
Save
it as
replay,
well, but
quit.
it originated from someone else, and that's what I'm referring to.
Never play the game again. Chad move right there. Just never play it again.
Yep.
Good. Grabbing all the money that falls on you is it's such a good feeling. Just look
this
at it.
mess. It's like, ooh, just see the explosion. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Tsukasa really seems to be like the best boss to encounter right here, with how just so much is just being milked here. Also, Rip 32.
Yeah, it looks like this pattern can indeed trap you in if you're not careful.
I'll be back.
Here.
Yeah, the kind of I don't know what Okina's card does, but grab that.
Akina's card puts a backdoor behind Marissa that clears out bullets, and I think it might do damage to bosses if you're behind them, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
this is an example of the card kind of trapping you
I
right
see
now.
it. I see how it's working. It's
No!
clearing bullet. Oh no!
I disconnected a few times, but on the topic of timing out the final spell and forfeiting the clear bonus, another funny, getting the Aki card.
Okay, so here's a funny thing. So they just got like Fudo's dishes right there. So basically, this makes the whole magic circle last way longer.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh jeez.
whole card.
Oh, that's lasting. I thought. See, I played the game before the translation was out. I thought Futo's card increased the amount of money you got. I didn't know that it increased the duration of the effect of the circle. I kind of just had to go off what I was told, and if somebody went on the internet and told lies to me, then I just had to believe it. I can't read Japanese. Just had to trust
going
people.
on the internet, telling lies,
Who would do that?
not using Deep L. Who would do that?
I got lucky
you know
enough
what? I could have. You're right. I could have. But I was in the middle of the stream and I was like, just gotta play and trust my chat.
Dude, you should have done what I did when 17.5 came out. I pointed my phone with Google Translate at my screen for each dialogue.
Dude,
this boss was great.
I didn't even get to play this game before the translation came up because I had to work on making the translation show up in the game.
Oh. Well, this is all done now, right?
Yeah.
Memories of posting a parallel link and it was just Leonard 4.
So, I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, Gastari, with this particular boss, how as soon as her spell card came in, I backed up, and it was just a wall.
Yeah.
And I just said, I can't dodge this, and then I got hit. Like,
yeah, he told me about
that
it.
That was my first experience with Sanai.
Yeah, because last time I asked you, how did it feel to meet
So
Sanai?
Borealis,
that was
Borealis in
pretty
the
much
chat
my
right
thing
here.
too, actually.
So Borealis in the chat right here is mentioning that the fourth boss is kind of awkward to score on, in the sense that there's just they haven't really mentioned, but they mentioned that
I mean, that
typically
noma's pretty good.
Typically, Yomu and Reimu are the most milkable here, but we got Sanai instead. So
Yeah, so her pattern does that, and if you're not really ready for it, you can't get out of it. Unless you do what he's doing there with the circle.
Don't use
Yeah.
the magic. Don't use the magic circle without the stop ability and the 3 on cards.
Because
on
then
those
you will wall
patterns.
yourself.
Isn't that great? You can't use the game's main gimmick unless you get a ridiculous setup to make it viable. It's good.
Also, nice Okina card.
Lets them back up. That's really nice. I've backed them to my fair share of bullets that have passed me before. That card definitely is nice. So when do you buy the Yukari card and totally use it? That's a good one.
What do you do if you don't have lots of good cards? I mean, in theory, this spell card is capable. You can do it no cards. It's just...
But you have to magic circle your way through it.
no, I think it has been done, like, just dodging alone.
What? How?
I think it's possible. Don't
How?
quote
Look
me,
at
don't quote me
that.
on that,
You
but
go
I
on,
think it's
you
possible.
go on top of Sane and then you go right below her and just stand in front of her.
Yeah, you can say spot it.
Oh.
That's the only way to do it. I couldn't find any other way.
How much time does the spell card give you? Jesus! 40 seconds left. I was not looking.
Another thing that's affected by difficulty is the amount of time you get. Though I think it doesn't matter for this one because you would be in overdrive anyways.
Oh.
Unless you get the frickin' Shion card.
oof.
Also, as
You died
for
to
your
the return
information,
bullets.
people are also mentioning you can apparently go to the opposite corner of where she is and you'll be fine.
Opposite corner? What if she's in the middle? Where's the opposite corner if we're in the middle?
It's, somewhere.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
yeah. Is is 0 a positive or a negative number?
It's
All
a
of
number. I'll give you that.
It's all of them. I have a feeling this wave is awful for scoring.
It's a secret third thing.
Mm,
Except
I mean,
except with floating point numbers on computers, there you can have -0.
Okay, so if again, if she's in the middle, people say you can just either corner is gonna work just fine if she's in the middle.
Alright, well that's nice to know at least, but I'm never playing this game again, so it's
At least,
information.
you know, I'd say at least do the challenge market. It's like a fun one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like
this
it
is
could
like
be
a-
fun when you get stuff.
like this
Go
is
get
a
the
game that I
card.
think is fun to play, especially like just getting as much money as you can and all that. It's like not. It's not something I would say that is super stressful personally, but then again, like Borealis may concur.
Fifth boss, really-
Oh!
Really far into the stage, and the RNG.
How would this mode be? How fun would this mode be without on and
Well, I can answer that because
And
I
other
did
than me.
if you want, I did a power card only and live card only run of this,
Ooh.
where I didn't use a single like funny card. I just played it, and I didn't use the circle either. I played this like a regular Touhou game. It wasn't that bad actually.
Actually, I have a question about that. Can the mallet break any bullet in the game? This is an important question.
Not exactly. There are some bullets in the game that you can't break.
Okay, I know one of them because Raiko is the same. I lost a clown piece before because her bullets just did not break, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I can't get out of the corner now."
Yeah, there
And then I
are
lost.
bullets. There are bullets that are uncancelable regardless of what you do.
Why though?
There's
What
Zone.
is the point of that?
Zone.
Get their stuff.
I was
get their
doing
stuff
the whole
flag.
stage with the effect in play, and then suddenly I try to get out of a gap. I try to get out of a corner, and the game's just like, no, those bullets aren't breakable. You're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to take this out. I'm like, why? Why is it just I'm playing the game, every other bullet is fine, and then Clown Piece just has a spell card that you can't do that for? Everybody else you can, after that point anyway, but Clown Piece is just like, no.
I wish the non-cancelability feature that you can enable in ECL would let you choose which damage sources are allowed to cancel bullets and which aren't.
But yeah.
Borealis
this
was
would be
saying
different
the
for every game.
keystones. The keystones are not freezable. Are they not affected by the circle at all?
Nope.
Keystones are
What?
enemies.
Yeah, they're
Keystones are
considered
enemies.
enemies, but as far as the game is concerned, so they can't be frozen.
Can you destroy
I
them?
think at this point,
I think in some
enemies-
games you can. I don't know about this one though, but in some games you can. Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I don't think in this spell card you can destroy them.
So, at this point, I think that enemy is the wrong name for them. I would rather call them entity, like in Minecraft.
If you can't kill
entities.
them, then yeah, they're not enemies. But-
I mean, you could call them familiars also.
But you could
Are we
kill
really gonna
familiars.
bother about like bullets terminal like
Well, it's a physical
Dude, that's
object
like-
you can't break. You know, you
Dude,
don't
for
have a
players,
defined name for that.
As a player, you can just call it a keystone. It doesn't matter that it's technically the same type of object as like Tenchi herself, or an invisible object at the top and middle of the screen. That's
At the end of the day, it's just a pain in the ass. So you just
yeah,
call it
it's a
that.
keystone. Yes.
if you're a player. Yeah, if you're a
It
player.
is a keystone, and I will say this: regardless of what game that these keystones appear in, whether it be the shmups or the fighters, I fucking hate them.
Yeah, Kenshi spells have always been awful, regardless of the game she appears in.
Some of those combo ones in Violet Detector. Oh my god.
Tenchi's a
But then again,
Kenshi-
VG is VG, right?
Tenchi's
Yeah, I
a
know.
fighting game character who managed to make her way into a photo game, and now the only patterns she has are photo game patterns.
Well, she's got the big sword laser, and she throws rocks at you. That's
I
actually the
mean,
best move in. That's the best move in
I-
SWR, where she just overheads you with a rock.
I
Very,
mean,
very violent.
Don't get me started. I've been playing Touhou lately, and there's just so many Tenshis out there that will just combo like rock drill into rock drill into rock drill, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
But yeah,
favorite
Tenshi
fighting
is
game.
all bueno. What is there to milk here? Like, nothing, I guess.
Most of
Nothing,
the
yeah.
bullets come from when they pass them. So like they're pretty much only shooting after the fact.
Yeah, oh, getting the lives, because they lost a decent amount of lives.
Yeah.
I did not even
Yeah.
know the fabric from ISC was there. Oh, that's nice.
I would have gotten the Seki head personally, but I guess it's like
Yeah.
they're holding on to the bullet money right now.
I mean, if there's nothing really that useful to buy the most optimal thing would be to just buy nothing and get the money comes and
life.
goes card.
The absolute state of the card balancing in this game, man. They really like you put on the board, and on causes one of the most effective strategies in the game, and then you got Sunny Milk on the card, and she shoots like a bullet out your side and a bullet out your side, and it's like, come on,
thing-
Sunny, you gotta
thing
do better
about-
than that.
But the thing about buying lives a lot is that they get more expensive as you buy them, and
Yeah.
you can afford them in a score run because you have a fuck ton of bullet money, but you also want the bullet money for the clear bonus.
You could buy
Oh,
the,
Seki head.
Oh, there we go.
You could
There's
buy
the
the-
Seki card.
or you could bring the Notori card, and then lives could cost you
Oh,
nothing.
Momoyo. Oh, I see where this is going.
Uh,
I,
So
I've never seen this.
I think bringing the Notori card is task strats.
You needed
Yeah.
really good luck.
Yeah.
really good
Oh.
luck, yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
I
the game
see where this
was
is
trying to
going.
clear all that.
I see where this is going.
Yeah, I will definitely say from experience, you definitely want either Momoyo or Suika to appear right here, so
Yeah,
you can see why.
Yeah, capture, because all of her nons are just like bullets upon bullets. It's not one long bullet,
Yeah.
so there's a lot to hit. It makes the game lag when you do it.
Yeah, a Zoom
Huh?
engine is the kind of engine where the graphics code will cause lag, but it will be lag on the CPU, not the GPU.
Huh.
What does
Turn
Bonky
G6.
do exactly? I see her up there.
She
Oh,
collects
she grabbed
stuff.
money?
She grabs items for you.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Yeah.
Figured she'd be like the jellyfish.
How dare you pause? I'll
Grabs
have you know we're
an
running a show.
item.
What is this pause buffer? This run is disqualified.
Emotional support.
Emotional support.
That's why I
Emotional
grabbed the fairy cards. Yeah. If I have the money and I have on set up, I just grab Sunny and Luna if I could get my hands on them.
Emotional support Seki
Eh.
Bunky.
I don't know if Sunny makes good emotional support though.
She's great. She's cheering me on. And then I get hit, and she does absolutely nothing to help me. But, you know, she's there. That's all that matters. She did her best.
I wonder if you
Eika's
could-
jellyfish is a lot more helpful in that regard.
I wonder if it's possible to make some sort of insane task where the Seki Banki head is somehow useful in a strategy that takes 30 minutes to explain, but it's only used for 1 second.
Could be
Classic task. Classic task right there.
Yeah.
Man, those see those videos? It's like you got like a 16-minute task, and it's like explaining the task 50 minutes long. It's like,
I
holy
watch that
shit,
kind of
dude.
stuff.
Yeah, I think it's Bismuth. He did one for DK64 I watched because they do some crazy stuff in that to beat the game really, really fast.
There's
but
actually
so
the
much
next episode
depth
of the
to it.
Mario 64 No A
I'm
press.
behind on that, man.
I
I'm
have to
behind
watch
on
the
that.
last video as well.
Watching that series makes my brain melt. It's
Dude,
There's-
I'm behind on that series because I don't get the notifications in my notification center.
it's such a dive in how that game works, and I just don't understand
I
coding.
can't wait until we
or
have like
anything
12
like that.
versions of this explaining. It's like 5 hours.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the kind of video that I would do.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Uh,
be able to do it because I don't understand
is-
what the hell I'm talking about.
Which is a very bold statement for me to make considering my upload schedule.
Also,
Well,
yeah, this fell.
Don't worry,
like,
man.
the
I haven't
timer on
uploaded
this,
since August.
The timer on this.
I've been busy. I don't even remember what the spell card is relative to
This
her
look like a
actual
penguin.
extra stage. But it's almost dead. How many is left after
Penguin?
this?
When Linux
Uh,
reference?
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, this is the
I
last
think-
one,
Uh-oh.
isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Momoyo's the last boss here, yeah.
That was-
Oh my god!
That was very close.
I thought that was gonna be a pause, save, replay, quit moment right there.
Yes, say
Get him out of there. All right, so this pattern isn't happening. That's nice. 99.99, and it's not going down. We are going to be here for at least 2 minutes.
And that's if we're lucky.
How do you think Momoyo feels about this? She's trying really hard to play the game right now.
I think Momoyo's too much of a meathead to really think up about this.
Well, I guess her patterns are just throw everything at you. There's definitely a lot of feeling to that, but I only played the extra states like once. And
I
then I
wish
was
Zune
we were
knew
trying to
numbers
hit
above
this.
99.
here we go. 80 seconds. We're going.
Let's go 75.
I mean, they do say like the kind of species Momoyo is weak to human saliva. So
What the centipedes? Are you talking
The-
about
the kind-
centipedes? You're talking about
the
dragon-eating
kind-
insects.
You're
yeah,
saying
I
that
am.
saying that you can beat Momoyo by spitting on her?
Apparently. What the? That's weird. I mean, I know she's a bug lady, but you should. That's weird, dude.
I mean, the thing is that yokai can do nothing to her. It's like they're just weak to human spit.
She can eat dragons. That's
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Don't you think?
Yeah.
She can eat dragons. Yachi's got nothing on her.
Uncanny?
True.
Uncanny? Is that a Mr. Incredible reference?
But yeah.
I mean, yeah, Yachi just has to organize a human to just kiss her, and then it's like pacified.
This is definitely a plot of something. I'm not gonna say what, but
Probably.
a plot of something. Oh goodness, I love when the game lags and the money pours out.
It's
That's
so
a good
satisfying.
feeling.
Yeah, this is amazing.
The dopamine hit. You got 10 seconds left.
I don't think
I
we're
hear
gonna
the
get a
dings.
We may get a final swing.
Ooh,
no.
please.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nice final
Oh,
swing.
yes.
Oh wow, I actually got
Damn.
it.
Oh my god, look at all that money.
24,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
There you go. So
Wait.
that's the score, I
Uh,
guess.
Yeah.
Not counting
There we go.
Not counting the. This is not counting the bullet money clear bonus.
Oh,
Still
Yeah,
bad.
there is a clear bonus for the bullet money, yeah.
so spending less can get you more, but
It's
at the same
25 to
time-
100 after calculation.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
was fun. That was fun.
That
Yeah.
was neat. Yeah, see how that mode would be addictive to play. But yeah, I had a sour experience with the end game for sure, and I was pretty content with just beating the story.
Actually,
and
no. After
putting it
calculation,
down.
it's 25,442.
25,442. Yeah,
Yeah.
a
There
little
it
bit
is.
better.
Okay.
Up top.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. GG, dude.
Loads of money.
I didn't even pay attention how long that was, but it was probably like around the average length of a Touhou run, probably 20, 25 minutes.
Something like this, yeah. But hey, GG, Borels. That was like very entertaining. We got to
Yeah, that was
see
neat. That was
Yeah.
number 4. Now we're on.
DDC.
Okay. I'm actually interested in the Lotus Land story extra because I tried that and I just could not do it. That boss fight was too much for me to handle. The PC98 extra stages they're just too much. It's a different kind of game. Those ones were, that's for sure. I got my 1 CCs and I was good. I bombed the ever living shit out of Rika and I was done with the extra stage in that one. But yeah, I couldn't handle Alice and I could not handle Gengetsu or Mugetsu. They were too much for me on top of the stage and everything.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I mean, to be fair, yeah, considering the PC98 like graphical style and all that, I do think it is pretty difficult to actually like try
There's
and
also-
analyze the patterns.
There's also no native controller support, so you got to rig up Joy-to-Key, which is not as good as native controller support.
Well, actually, PC98 did have a native controller, controller stuff you could plug into.
Did it?
Yeah.
I had one emulator. I think it was the Neko one.
Neko Project?
And
Yeah.
it had my bomb and my shoot button mapped to the same button, and I was like, "What? What's going on here?" And
no
that
idea.
I think that was because of Joy-to-Key, but it reversed my buttons were very weird. My focus button was wrong, my shoot button was wrong, my bomb button was wrong, and I didn't really feel like relearning a whole control scheme to play those games. I did it the best I could with Joy-to-Key, and it worked well enough that I could do normal mode and get a 1cc on that. But yeah, the extra stage was just proving to be a bit too much for me to want to put the time into. No, I could beat the mid boss. My issue was I got to red magic and I was just like, I cannot do this. And there was so much more shit to come after red magic, and I just didn't have the patience to really sit down and try to learn it. Practicing on PC98, I'm not really sure how easy that is to do either.
Okay, are you guys seeing the game? What else?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Why are some of these replays named fuck?
Because that's just DDC for you.
No, that's been a lot of them so far. You guys pick a nice word, huh?
You
Alright, where's the
gotta
replay?
pick,
Where's
like,
the replay?
you gotta say Zam, you know?
Is this the one called Crispy? Why would it be called Crispy? What? Oh. Huh?
Oh, it must be the one, right?
But, yeah, but it makes no sense. No, it's the
Nah.
replay of the user ID 6642. Okay, so that's this one. Okay. Why is it called Crispy?
It's okay, Chad. I'm fine. I don't really particularly care about doing PC98 extras. They're not really the games that I enjoy myself is all. I think they're neat to watch, and I like the music to them, but yeah, I don't particularly enjoy playing them is all. There's something about the way they are that doesn't really click with me.
I mean, I think if I vaguely remember about the PC98 games also is that hitboxes are less like actual hitboxes and more like just like a scan area.
The hitbox in Touhou 2 gets misaligned when you get hit. That's fun.
Yeah.
This is the replay I got sent, so I'm just gonna roll it.
Alright,
Okay.
well, seems like it's going really well. I can
mean,
tell
yeah, it's
because
like,
I've played
I
in
know
this
the
speed
player.
myself.
I mean, I know the player is like, I know the player is pretty good. So we
Dude,
can
what is
expect
happening?
we can expect a very clean run.
Whoa. It's over.
Hmm?
What the? Okay, alright, cool. That was 2 minutes of my time gone.
What do you mean?
We're missing the stage music, dude. I like the stage music.
Oh yeah, you
I
can't.
mean-
You don't have music for some reason.
No, I have music, but you just fast forwarding doesn't make the
Yeah,
music
yeah,
speed
Oh.
up.
Wait a minute. Wait, did he get like he got the freaking exploit right here. He's got two.
Did I
Yeah,
skip
two
the
of
mid
them
boss?
sticks.
Whoa!
Stupid.
Raven's got 2 sticks.
Wait, no, I
Alright.
skipped the mid boss. I want to see the mid boss.
Well, here we go. You start from stage 3, it'll.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
you can-
Should we skip Kagero or should
No,
we?
of course not.
I hear she's an asshole on this difficulty.
Oh, she is.
I don't care about- Okay, let's see.
He's got 2 of them.
Yeah,
though.
they
How do you
have
get
the
2 of them?
double Gohei setup. Nice. Okay, so
So-
yeah, there is a glitch in this game where, like, by doing precise things, you can actually get 1,000 nice cap. You can actually get 2 Gohei. You can go up to 3. I think Taz
permanent?
can go maybe even higher. I don't know honestly.
I-
I've
I
seen
know
up to 3 done by a
Taz's-
human.
Tasses can go up to 4, I believe.
I've seen by a human up to 3.
This is ridiculous to look at. She's covering both sides of the screen
Yeah.
at the same time. This is Raven at her greatest form.
And the damage is stupid as well.
This is amazing. I didn't know about this glitch.
It's very hard. It relies on precise like height positioning and shift spam.
So I guess the idea is you send one out, but then you stop shooting, go to shift, and then before the first one despawns, you throw out another one, and the first one doesn't have a chance to go away. So
I presume so. Yeah, it's just stupid. Yeah. Scoring this
Oh,
shot would be
Jesus.
really funny. Honestly, Fawful, I don't know, would probably be very painful on your like fingers though from all the shift spam. Actually, not that. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, because you would need to. Actually, maybe not that much, because you would only need to set it up every now and then. But it
Okay,
would
I
still
see
be like
kinda
hard
what
with
he's-
shift spam.
I don't know if we got it, but I see kind of what he's trying to do at the top of the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there's 2 Goheis right there now, yeah.
Yeah, there
Are they overlap? Are they overlapped? I just can't really tell.
Yeah, they're overlapping right now, yeah.
Oh. Okay,
I
I don't
hate
really
that.
understand
That
what
was-
height has to do with it, but I understand like it's required position-wise.
I want to mention that
Yeah,
that
she
was
got
a very.
fast. Damn.
I want to mention that was a very clean squeeze between the purple rings at the end. That was so clean. Because squeezing in there can be tricky, and that was super. Clean.
Kagaro's got some rough stuff. I think DDC has a lot of very like gimmicky type of stuff in it. Not
Yeah.
even counting Seija
Yeah,
because
but
I.
Sage is just. Let's not talk about it. It's not worth.
Oh my god.
Let's just say talking about Sage is not worth our time.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the approach of like how Zun did spell cards in this game. I will say though, it is very painful with how he has kind of done some of them though.
You can't practice Seija's spell cards traditionally. You have to fight your muscle memory. to do them.
Actually, you know, I have a very funny story to tell you about that. I have a friend who plays with a keyboard, and what he did is they learned the controller only for Seiya, which means they purposefully learned a new input method backwards so they could switch on the fly between keyboard where they play normally and controller for the few stages spell.
Man, I can't even use inverted camera controls. And you're telling me they can just pick up a controller and play backwards like it's no big deal? I've tried holding the controller upside down, but the problem with that is that up and down aren't reversed normally, but then they become reversed there, and it's just too much for me to figure out. I've tried many different ways, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm just gonna get skill checked by Seija's every single one of her spell cards.
Yeah, I just think Seija's like the worst boss fights we never designed.
Yes, because you can't practice her properly.
I like the character, but I hate the boss fight with passion.
The spell cards are just a wave, but then it's like do it with a reverse controller, asshole. It's like that's hard, Zim, but it's not hard for the reasons that you think is good.
I think I've heard of someone orienting a mirror next to their monitor, so when Seiya flips, they can just look at the mirror.
I think Yats posted that, right? He posted a clip of that. Somebody had like an actual setup on the side for what monitor basically to look at when the screen flipped a certain way. That's actually like super clutch for that kind of thing.
Like actually just like the title screen, just like get a mirror behind you, then just like look through that.
True!
Wow, he really held that score chain for a long time.
Evil
Probably could've got
the
more
mirror,
lives out of it.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah. Seija's not my favorite. Although I think Sakuna has some real goofy shit of her own. She is definitely an offender of that
I
regard.
do not like the Shibimaru fight at all either. Though it's
You
not
grow
as
bigger.
bad as Seiya.
I don't want to grow bigger, dude. I don't like my
Don't you want it
hitbox this
to grow
size.
bigger?
I hate
I mean,
that.
some people would say that's the most tame spell card she has.
Yeah, if you know how to do it, maybe. But otherwise,
Yeah.
it's just, oops, my fat ass touched a little blue kunai, and I guess I'm just gonna explode now. Come on.
Your big.
Okay, but
You
you want to know
really-
another funny thing about this now, Asprey? So, you know how on that spell, you know, your sprite is enlarged?
Yeah.
So, Rainbow A and Rainbow B, when your sprite is enlarged, it is upscaled properly and it's not blurry. However, for Maris and Sakuya, I think the A shot upscales properly, but the B shots are blurry when they upscale.
Why?
I don't know.
Seems pretty easy to fix. You just put the same thing for the A one into the B one. But I
I
guess
just
maybe
know
someone's
it's a
like, who's
thing
playing
in
B shot?
DDC. You know what? Someone remind me after this and we'll try in practice mode, but I believe that's true.
Maybe
I
Zim
don't
didn't
care about
expect
the dollar,
anyone to use the B
Jesus!
shots, man. Oh my god. So
You wanted
these
quality
two,
time with the sisters.
these two have their gimmick in that they have very awkward looking bullets. That's all.
Yeah. Their fight's bullshit.
Rest notes are lies. Their hitboxes are lies. This is kind of going really well. Oh, he's got max life.
I've heard stories that when DDC came out, I think the Ben fight was bugged and it would crash. So the first clears of DDC that were done, just B shots.
You could not A-shot it. Although my first 1 CC of this game was Rainbow B. I don't really know why though.
What?
Aim with my first extra clear is Rainbow B.
Oh god, it's double score. Oh no.
I think I
probably
remember there was
so
a.
much damage.
I think I remember there was a weird bit of hype around like new bullet types in this game, but like.
Then we realized
Well,
the music note bullet was awful.
The B shots are kind of lame though, because the A shot from Reimu is like, oh, her stick, she throws it, it spins, it's very aggressive. Oh, what's the B shot? Not that. That's it. That's the whole shot. It's just not that.
B shot standard Reimu fair.
Yeah, it was impossible to finish the game with an A shot.
Then you got Marissa, she gets a cool ass flamethrower. And what's her
No,
B
no,
shot?
okay, but think,
It's
okay,
Marissa
but
again.
Asprey, think about Marisa
Huh?
B though, the magic sword.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
but the
that's a
flamethrower
sponge.
is so cool.
But the flamethrower is terrible.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if
Yeah.
it's terrible. It looks cool.
Like,
you can
you
put
know,
it in front
at
of
some
Tierno
point
and
I
melt her.
challenged.
That's so cool.
Let me tell you, at some point I challenged people in chats, in TRS chat, to do a Marisa A bottom hug flamethrower run. You know what this implies, right?
You just hug the bottom of the screen, you can't hit anything because the flamethrower doesn't reach.
Exactly.
Oh man.
But actually,
kinda wish-
okay, you still hit things. It's just ridiculously low damage.
Well,
I find
you're
it
getting hit with
amazing.
the fire.
Yeah.
I find it amazing that Marissa has been considered more effective with an ice thrower than a flamethrower.
Well, it was nice back in the day when she was a real character after
Well, hey,
all.
look, it's Seija.
Yeah, these bullets are kind of strange looking.
Reverse
Thinking
lethal
this-
attack.
This game would be nice if it had some weird ass bombs like UFO. Thinking about those. Like, one of Marissa's bombs in that game was just like diagonally angled lasers
It's
that
time.
come from the bottom of the screen. And one of Sanai's is just snakeskin appears on the screen for a little
Yeah.
bit. What was that? How is that a bomb?
Beautiful, it's time for my catchphrase. Imagine touching in a schmuck.
No, but it's like, it's not even like this. It's just, he just puts a PNG of snakeskin on there, and then eventually it disappeared. That was the bomb, dude. It never came back. But Froggy Bomb has been a staple from all of Sanai's like everything since. But not right in the back
This
of
is
the giant snake.
gameplay.
Hey, listen, when you're given the opportunity to not play a section, you take that opportunity.
I know, but
Okay.
this is where my catchphrase comes into play. Imagine touching in a schmuck.
I remember my first clear with Flandre, man. Starbow break, that safe spot, we were best friends.
I still think it's super sad that even at full power, Rainbow 8 can't kill Flandre from the same spot in Starbow Break.
Oh, really?
No, she cannot! It's a timeout!
Oh. Well, I timed it out anyway, because I was just like, I'm on spell card 6, and I'm doing alright. I'm gonna take it all away, and I'm not gonna fuck it up at Starbow break.
I mean, but that's my other catchphrase. They won't die here. I mean, as far as I know, they haven't died for a while.
That was
They're
a
max
clean,
resources.
That was a clean lane change, both times,
Yeah.
actually. Ooh.
This is such a clean run, like insane.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah,
they're
one
gonna
wave
notice
of
it.
fireballs. One
Just you
wave
watch.
of fireballs.
No, they're fine. Easy. The one's the cap.
Come on,
Man.
you got the busted sticks, man.
Yep,
beating
full
her like a
resources
drum.
hype, everybody. No!
Damn it,
And
get
there it
sorry.
There it is. Oh, here we go. Dodge one lane, dodge two lane.
Sage,
Ooh.
why?
Nice. Pretty good.
You just had to say it, didn't you?
I did!
You pick the most opportune times to say shit like that, you know that? Seriously.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have a hot take. I think Dreambow is the only good spell Sage has. I think it's a fun spell.
Yeah, that's because it doesn't make the screen invert, and you
True.
actually have to do a spell card. I don't like things that come from behind me, so I hate it regardless. But as far as their other spell cards go, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's not really a high bar to hit. But this is, I hate this. I hate this spell
Oh,
card.
that spell is awful as well. Anybody who caps that
Yeah.
spell is crazy.
Ooh. Nice, you kept it.
Yup.
Oh god. Oh jeez. There she goes. All right. Now, despite what I had to say about Shimmy's fight, I think her boss team is way better than it really deserves to be for her character.
You
But
know, if
that's
you
alright,
play
because
Marisa
good
A
music
with
is
the
good music.
flamethrower, it's always kind of funny when Shimimaru is in the bowl because you just hit up the bowl.
Oh, that's torture. That's like middle-aged torture, dude. The Iron Bowl. But this time
That's
it's an Iron
just
Bowl.
soon, dude.
I like that she decided to make the bowl grow huge with her, because why not, right? You can't leave the bowl
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her original size can fit in your palm, but then, you know, she's made everything grow bigger. What a interesting character. They're all interesting characters from this
Think
game.
about it, can't Suika do the same? No, she can make herself.
Suika can
Like-
change her own size,
Yeah,
which also affects her clothes and her chains. So,
It-
don't worry about that.
It's more an affection of that she can change density of things. So her
Yeah.
like bigger and smaller thing, like her growing bigger and all that is in relation to changing the density of it.
Her weight stays the same, but her size changes. So even if she's like palm size, she's still the same weight as if she was regular sized. Still
I mean,
heavy
I
though.
don't know. Suika is capable of making black holes with that ability, though, so I'd struggle to say that the weight's the same.
Oh, I guess that's true. But she also has those chains, so they would add weight no matter what. And those chains probably are normal.
Oh,
But
go
of
hate
course,
you for shimmy.
arguing physics relative to a girl who drinks like alcohol greater than my like body mass on a daily basis is, you know, it's a losing battle. That's all. Oh, here we go. The Inchling spell card where you have to. I mean, I know you can micro it, but
Yeah, though you don't want it.
ew.
It's a very
Nope.
annoying spell. Like, it's awful. I
And
like
this
to
is the one
imagine
where her
Rainbow
bowl
just
spills
whacking
over.
the bowl so hard it just shatters.
It's tipping over, dude. Oh shit! It actually broke.
Yeah, you didn't know. Yeah, it broke. Yeah.
I never looked at her. I was always looking at myself.
Really? No, yeah, it always breaks. Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's like
I
a detail
never-
that
I never paid attention to the bowl actually breaking. I just assumed that she
Oh!
gets rid of it. What is this one? Oh, right, yeah, this one.
It's
Grow even bigger.
even bigger.
Whoa,
I
you
hate
can
that.
spin this?
Yeah,
Or
it's
not?
a route, but I
Yeah.
despise that spell with passion.
Damn, that went really fast. I know he's got 2 sticks, but even so.
2 sticks of RAM for even faster.
I hate this one.
like just dual wielding Rainbow,
I think
just
this
like
one is
swinging
a
it.
route as well.
Oh, I hate the way the knife bends.
Oh, that
Shining
one.
needle.
That's a route as well.
Oh, this one. Oh, this is the one that her ISC spell card takes, like, tribute of.
Yeah.
Yeesh, this looks rough. Oh, god damn, that's a lot to take in. I get what he's doing, but you really can't hesitate to restream on that at all, huh? And then just lasers? That's it? That's it? Oh, yeah, okay, alright. I know they're fast, but that's pretty manageable compared to everything else so far. There we go. Now you grow bigger.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You grow bigger. Perfect shimmy.
from what
We'll
I-
see. Are they gonna know
Oh.
Miss Shinyomaru or are they gonna get hit on the you grow bigger meme? I think they're
So
fine.
the lane between the blue ones is static, yeah, and then the gray ones are just aimed. So
It's a route, yeah.
he knows what he's doing. But I can't help but feel like you get clipped by some bullshit on this one.
You
because
can
of
get
the size
clipped
of
for
your
sure,
hitbox.
but like as Rainbow, you should be generally fine on this if you know what you're doing.
It looks like her hitbox juts out past her shoulders, though. See that? It's massive.
And
Okay, no, I kind of see what he's doing.
One. Alrighty.
Stressful. All right, and then
Nice.
this one, the AOT
Oh, fun.
reference.
Yeah, funny AOT reference.
Got a different name and I mean, I guess the wall up is still a reference, but it's a little more on the nose in the lower difficulties.
Did you know there is a timeout phase of this
Like-
and it's absolutely
Yeah.
insanely stupid?
Just like the source material.
I mean, I think like the on lower difficulties it's called Attack on Midget.
It's
Is it?
it's called Attack on Inchling, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called Attack on Midget. What the heck?
That might have been a early translation kind of thing, but I'm pretty sure in the most latest one it's called Attack on Inchling.
Huh?
It's definitely an AOT reference though, like hands down. It's very
Woo!
obvious.
Attack on Dwarf.
All
It's-
these
it's
dodges
Attack
at the
on
end,
Dwarf.
dude.
Oh,
That
it's
is-
Attack on Dwarf. Okay.
No!
Yeah,
it's
those were.
No! What?
He's gonna do it. He's
No!
gonna do it. Do it.
No! No!
He capped it. He's done.
No!
Yeah,
It's over.
He capped it.
No!
What's the problem? It's done. It's over.
No!
What? What did?
No!
Hmm.
They pressed quit and save replay after the boss died.
Oh!
That's
I
why
thought
it
that was you
ended.
that paused.
That's why it
That's
ended.
not me.
It happened. Absolute chat
That's
behavior.
how the replay fucking ends.
Boss is blowing up. Save replay. Quits. Game's over.
That's why the replays. That's why the replay says stage 6 and not all.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh.
'Cause the game doesn't actually
Wow.
calculate the end. Yeah, I was just
Wow.
talking about this with 10
Yes, I
Desires.
mentioned the exact thing. streaming earlier today.
Oh.
Why? This is the one thing I did not want to bring up on the stream tonight.
He did it.
Oh. What a mad lad.
It counts. Shimmy was dying. There were no bullets.
No. Right, I was supposed to show you stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, the blurry
Where's
Sakuya
your vigor?
spell cards.
So that's Raimue, right? Hold on. That's Raimue. That's Raimue. Right?
Well, we saw Reimu, right? We just saw her.
Still,
Yeah.
That's Raimue. She upscales nicely.
Yeah.
Now let's see
Vitamin.
Raimue B. I have a cap this one.
Why? All
I
right.
don't know why.
Why not?
Let's see Raimue B now. No. Upscaled properly.
Doesn't look that bad, yeah.
Now let's
So
try
it's
Mercer
Sakuya
A.
B? Hmm. Grow bigger.
No. She's properly upscaled as well. Now
She
let's
looks
try
fine.
Marissa B.
Okay.
Let's see Marissa B. Now she's blurry.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Okay, what
Oh,
happened
wow.
there?
Now let's try Sakia A.
Why is it like that?
You know she's nice and upscaled properly, right? That's a nice Sakia.
He's tall. Jesus.
Now let's see Sakia B.
Here comes the blur.
And she's blurry.
Yep. Why only Reimu B?
I don't
The
know.
B stands for blurry, yeah. Exactly.
You've only played B shots, so I didn't know it's blurrier than it should be. Oh no.
Well, Reimu
Okay.
isn't. So, you know,
Mm.
he got one thing right. He only cared about Reimu. And then after that, he's whatever.
Oh my god, I still can't get
Hmm.
over the fucking stage 6.
The power move, dude.
Alright.
Power move.
Oh, I can't
Alright,
believe
well.
it happened.
It counts. It counts for everyone except the game itself. But who cares what the game thinks?
Soon
I
invented
think-
DLSS before I'd feature.
Goodness.
Okay, the final run for tonight is gonna be LLS Extra. Let me just write down the right information.
It will be about a third of the length of the usual ones. Well, actually, no, because you speed up the first 3 stages. It'll probably be around the
No,
same
it's gonna
time.
be extra stage.
No, that's what I mean, though. Like, the first 3 stages are sped up and all the other ones, so the extra stage not being sped up at all will probably equal out to around the same amount of time gone through. Not like I'm timing it or
Mm.
anything, but I don't expect you to skip any of the actual extra stage.
Yeah, okay.
There's
So
only 12 to 13 minutes of stage to begin with.
I do not
You
have
skip all of it.
the Spanish wavy N on my keyboard, so I'm just gonna copy paste that. Okay, sure.
Good thing you got a video and not a
thing
save
I can
state that
copy
you have
paste
to load
things?
into the emulator.
I mean, yeah, that's why we require videos for like PC98 stuff.
It's way convenient, yeah.
Mm.
Which shot is that done with? It's done with Marisa
Mima?
A. Let's go.
Not Mima.
Nope,
Wait, no,
Marisa
wrong
A.
game. Wrong game. Mima's not in that game. That's the one PC98 game Mima's not in.
No, she isn't. Wait, no.
Mima is not in Touhou
Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
Mima's
she's
in
not
all the
in
other
it.
ones.
Imagine
Yeah.
our
She's in all the other ones. Oh.
the stage is 10 minutes if you
Oh my
wanted to
God.
know Esprit.
Could you imagine though someone? Could you imagine like someone like making video like Mima and Touhou Full real? Like,
Not like I haven't seen that pop up for every new game. Mima confirmed. Every game, dude. Every game.
yeah, Mima Touhou is 19 real. Just look in the background. There she is.
Not
Got it,
clickbait.
like-
Shocked emoji.
Shocked emoji.
Yeah.
It's a classic, dude.
Let's go. You guys ready? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Where's my mouse cursor? There you go.
Start. Oh, okay. The
Nope.
classic.
The
run
before it.
That's how it goes.
Let's go.
Hmm. Hmm.
Music kind of bangs.
Yeah, PC98 music is really good.
It really is,
There's a lot of themes from the game that I really like Stage 4 theme from Mystic Square and the boss theme as well.
Yeah.
I really like those themes.
There's one music that I love. It's Dreamland. I think it's like stage 6 music of. I think it's Tetris.
5 or 6 of this game, I believe.
I think it's like where it's like weirdly like kind of like a weird kind of finale where it's kind of like wistful or something like that that you're talking about. I don't want to sing on stream, okay? Because I know some people hate that.
I can't remember the names of most of the PC-98 tracks, but there's definitely a lot. Like I remember Decoration Battle, Orange's Battle.
I
theme.
love how this
really
theme
like
is
that
just
one.
called Decoration Battle.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
a
just
good
getting
theme.
pulled even in a music name, dude.
But then, like PODD also has a lot of great themes as well. Strawberry Crisis is probably my favorite from that one.
Dreamland?
Reincarnation comes from that one.
Oh, Reincarnation is so... Okay, actually, very important question, Asprey. Are you more Complete Darkness or Reincarnation?
I don't really know. They're both really good.
Yeah, but if you had to choose one.
You can't make me choose. I'm trying to cop out, dude. Complete Darkness is a good final boss theme, and Reincarnation is a good like head-to-head theme. So they're both really good in the roles they fill. I don't really know if I'd say I'd like one over the other because they fit different situations.
Oh, they're both amazing.
I mean,
what do you mean you can't see left side?
yeah.
What?
Like, Complete Darkness is like Mima as a final boss, like, being up to her full power, and then Reincarnation just fits Mima's personality, just like...
It's her coming back as not a boss, but as a character.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, they're both good themes, so I like either or of them. Touhou 2, like, there's not a lot about that game that I really enjoy, to be honest with you. So it's nice that there's, even all the way back then, and even with Highly Responsive to Prayers, Zen was really hitting the music right, like from the start, from the get-go.
Oh yeah, Yuka Ball, which eventually got adapted by Nue in UFO.
One of the many possible references, because UFO has a few of them after all. Evel's recitation is very obvious, but the whole magical orb thing and the fact that Makai even came back as a location to begin with. And it is never explored ever again, because why would we do that?
Is the
Why
cropping
would we
wrong?
do that?
People are saying the cropping is wrong. Is it actually? Oh, he's
slightly?
right. We were missing a tiny bit of the game. Good catch,
Yeah, there's
Chad.
slightly a bit missing from the left side.
There we go.
That should be all of it, though.
Menacing.
PC-98 resolution's different.
It really is. Yeah, it messes up
Yeah.
my layout every time.
It's
'cause-
wider. It's not like properly 4
Yeah,
by
the
3
thing is
at
like
all.
different depending on the YouTube video. Some people have it set up differently. So even if I have one setup that works, it doesn't mean it's always gonna work with someone else's video.
That's the fun part of this, especially when you're working with the old technology, aka PC-98 emulators. All right, well that stage went really well.
All right.
And then Mugetsu's opener is just like, what even was this? I don't remember it. I just remember it killed me a lot because it was silly. Oh, this looks familiar. Oh yes. Oh,
Whoa!
Wow, nice.
that was timely.
That was so
yeah,
good.
That was nice.
That was an unbelievable amount of confidence to hold forward in that situation.
Oh, that was juicy. That was incredible. Oh no!
Oh, that's how she be.
Preemptive celebration.
Yeah.
This gets pretty insane. The farthest I've ever really gotten with this was getting to where her sister shows up, and then realizing the fight is not that one health bar at all.
just the moments when Gengetsu comes out, you're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I thought she would show up halfway through the health bar, and it turns out she shows up at the end of the first health bar, not halfway through it, and the fight did not end.
I mean, if I vaguely recall, I think Zun described Gengetsu as being like one of the most evil characters in the series.
All 5 lines of dialogue that he's given her.
Not so much through dialogue, but rather just her attacks.
Oh yeah, I've heard these two have a reputation for their rather fast and spontaneous randomness with their attacks, especially as time goes on. Because I don't think PC-98 really has a proper measurement for timing down spell cards, so things just get to a point where it's just unplayable.
I don't know. I think
Ew.
you can time. It has an internal timer that skips patterns.
Does it? I don't actually know that.
pretty sure it does. But then again, the PC8 experts in chat are just gonna scream at me if I say something silly. No, they
It
do have a
does have
timer.
timers.
Okay, good.
Okay, it's just not visible then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So they don't really
stupidly
ever
long
come
though.
up.
If I recall, it's pretty long.
Oh. Yeah, like, isn't this character infamous for a timeout phase? Being essentially just random bullshit?
Yeah.
We had a funny name for it. It was called Gengetsu's Rape Time.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
But then you
It's
have
just
the
her
pun that
final
I.
gets
But then you have the amazing
ridiculous.
pun that I did, which is the Gengetsu grape time, where I replaced every bullet with grapes.
That's a great time right there.
That's a grape
Amazing.
time, yeah. I prefer my
So-
version. I prefer my version, honestly.
This is a rather interesting looking pattern.
Well,
That's for sure.
I guess it really is as shrimple as that in that case.
Oh, we're
Not
going
so
for like
simple now.
fishy puns again.
Oh no! Alright, next attack. I don't actually know what she does at this point. She's like the real boss fight, huh?
Yeah.
Mugetsu had like 3 attacks.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
the rest of the extra boss. Ridiculous. She just puts one hand up and then does this.
That name is very
Wait, that's just-
2010. Yeah, the name is very cringe. Which is why grape time is actually funny.
I can't believe
Grapes are
that
good, by the way.
Zun reused this pattern for Notori's Non. Insane. It's literally what it is. Look at that. Just as a snowball bullet instead of a rice bullet.
Wait, the bubbles have hearts in them. Look, the orbs have little hearts in them.
Yeah, they do.
She's
Hmm,
sending
God.
you
Oh,
love.
wow.
Oh, love hurts, I guess.
The love of evil. She's sending you the love
Yeah,
of
like they
evil.
say, love is war.
Is she evil? She made this world, right? Is she really evil? She's like she's trying to have fun. Her sister likes cosplaying as a maid, and then oh my Jesus, what is that?
Yeah, that's we're approaching some of Gengetsu's fun stuff.
Holy Jesus, dude! How do you? Oh my God, that's crazy.
Oh,
Imagine getting to this pattern blind for the first time. Like you would definitely go in between the lanes, but then you'd probably get hit by like a snowball or something. There's just so much happening
little
here.
pellets
This kind of
are
pattern
fun.
wouldn't fly nowadays, would it?
yeah, the little pellets are treacherous.
Is that just no backstory? Well, the backstory is after Yuka is defeated, Reimu/Marissa return, and they meet the real creators of the world that she's from. And that's it. That's it.
I don't think there was especially a backstory. I think it was just like, yo, there's this cool thing.
Oh, that's
How
the
about
final life.
I just pull up Moringo Mercy
Uh-oh.
here.
Most of the
Uh-oh.
extra stages are just afterwards, right? And this one, I mean, the plot of the second one is just Reimu going
what
back.
if?
Reimu
Just a
going, yeah,
what if
Reimu going
scenario.
back to Rika and falling for her trap, and then subsequently killing her, and then Rika is never seen ever again. Seriously, that extra stage ends with no dialogue. Reimu just blows her tank up with her inside,
hey,
and it's
another
just like, you're
extend.
done.
You were
did
wrong,
it.
Story. You were wrong, Story. This is the final extend.
All right.
That
Oh,
was-
I got baited.
There you go.
Damn, the
You're too
final
strong.
extent that saved the run, dude.
I was played with, exact. That's the whole dialogue? I played 9 minutes
Yeah.
for this? I can't believe that, dude. Oh my God, this character's got like 5 lines of
Dude,
dialogue.
even Link, the Faces of Evil, had a better post, like final boss dialogue, I think.
I won! Great.
I don't even think this is like Mystic Square, where there was a whole nother extra cutscene thing after Alice, but oh well.
Alice, yeah, they had extra endings.
But
which
I'm not
honestly,
gonna show you
Hidden
the
Star
extra
Four
ending
Seasons
because you
should
guys
have.
gotta earn it.
You can't see that. That's illegal. It's
Yeah.
against the rules.
You guys gotta
Mm.
earn it. I'm sorry, guys, you gotta earn it. There's no other
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, that's LLS's extra stage. That's pretty wild. Seemed
Yeah.
kind of hard to get your hands on resources in that one as
Yeah.
well, on top of it being like that difficult.
Actually, on the topic of like PC on the 8s, did you know that like by entering a secret input code, you can actually have a secret Zune replay of the extra stage?
Yes,
in a
actually,
mess.
that's how I quote unquote beat the extra stage myself. I showed it off in one of my videos, but I when I tried to beat Alice, I was just like, fuck it. I just put the replay on and watched Zun do it. Zun got a 1 miss.
Damn!
He got a 1 miss
One miss, no
Yeah.
bomb?
with Mima.
One miss,
Well,
no
he
bomb?
bombed, but
Oh,
he
wow.
got hit once. So, you know, even the creator couldn't beat her without getting hit.
Wow,
So
even Zune can't do no bomb SMH. But yeah,
Alice's second last like green magic, that spell is bonkers, dude. It's just fast bullet. That's the whole thing. That's it. It's just fast bullet. It looks insane. No, he used his bombs. He used like all of his bombs that he had, I believe. But yeah, you can activate that replay by holding up and down and then pressing. It's like holding up and down and letting the demo play, and it will just play. It'll play the replay itself. It's kind of cool. It's in there.
actually, someone sent it to TRS for us to come to comment at some point.
I mean, sure, why not?
Though sadly I wasn't there that day, so I hope one day someone sends it again, so you get to have me jinxing soon dying to MS Extra.
I didn't tell you which one he dies to, but he does die to one of them. It's a great theme though. Like the Grimoire of Alice is a
It's great,
fantastic
yeah.
theme.
But yeah,
But
that's
that boss fight is not easy.
But if
that's
for real,
sure.
this was the final run for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. As always, I had an amazing time doing this. It was super fun. Thank you so much, Asprey, for sticking out until the end. I hope you had a great time as well.
Yeah, it was great.
It was super
It's
fun.
nice to see my run up on the, because it was great to do it live, but when you look back at it and you're like, I'm no longer stressing over playing it, it's a weird feeling. It
It
really
was still
is.
a good run, dude. It was still like very tense. Like it got me to the edge of my seat till the very end. I was like, oh my god.
It's a run that the ending was way more dramatic than it really needed to be.
But hey,
That's
think
for
about
sure.
it that way. At least your run did not save replay before the run was over.
Oh, true, but you know what? I wasn't gonna. No, I wouldn't have done that unless I already had a 1cc. I had to let the game accept my win. If I had known about that strategy, though, I might have considered it. I might have just clicked X and then closed the game and then ended the stream right there. Without words. Just the end. That's the end of UFO Hard forever.
I'm telling
for
you, I
me.
have a friend who did this by accident.
Oh. Well, now it's a pro gamer move. That's all. That's all it is.
Because you also have, in like Moth to UFO era, when you finish an extra stage, right? The game doesn't prompt you to save a replay immediately. You have when the extra stage is over to press save replay and quit the title.
Oh.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, yeah, you have to
I
manually do it.
don't remember much about extra stages because the last one I played and finished was Momoyo back when that game like basically came out, which was May last year. So it's been a long time since has been out actually. Wow, how about that?
Damn. And there is no yes, no prompt. Like, at least in Moth, SA, and UFO, you just finish the run, and then you gotta manually go to save replay, otherwise the first option is return to title.
You really want that replay though?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't want to look at that. New A stage. That might be my least favorite stage I've ever seen in a Touhou game. I hate that stage.
UFO Extra?
I hate that stage so much.
UFO Extra is like, the stage is harder than the boss, that's the funny part.
I don't mind New A. I think
And
New A
is
is
pretty
pretty
easy,
good.
but like, the stage is annoying.
The stage is terrible, man. I hate the music too. It's full of
The
a
music
bunch
is
of
full
laugh
of the game
tracks.
making fun of you for dying.
Yeah, it laughs at me, dude. I'm not having that.
Goodness.
Oh god. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Let's see. I presume Asprey will well, okay, so we were supposed to have a tiny announcement for you guys, but I guess it's gonna be next time, I presume.
Hold on. Let me just.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing today.
alright.
Nothing I
next
can
time.
do. But there is next week. Everything should be
Yeah,
okay.
next week it's fine. Next week, our buddy Asprey's gonna come back and we're gonna announce something cool
Yeah.
for you guys.
I will be back next week to talk about something pretty neat. It'll probably be known
Yeah.
about prior to that, but it'll be a good chance to like actually mention it a bit more.
Yeah,
So
let me tell you guys, it's gonna be pretty funny.
I'll be back next week. So sorry. Maybe I'll submit something. Maybe I can submit one of my lunatic runs that I just did.
Sure, do it. Or why don't you
Well-
try DDC Marise bottom hug only?
No, I don't think I'm gonna do a run specifically for it.
Actually, I've also had. I asked my chat, my chat on my own stream, but also the TRS chat at some point, to try to do like DDC, no POC, which means you would not get like you would get almost 0 resources for the whole game.
You have to play with pretty much default, except for, well, I guess when you do spell cards and stuff, you get, but they follow the same pattern as
So
the
yeah,
bomb
it'd be
pieces.
pretty
So
bad.
you need 15 clears to get an extra life, and that's not happening for a while, that's for sure.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week. So thank you guys so much. Tomorrow we may have Sunday chairs. We'll see. It all depends on if we can find hosts and all that. So with that said, do not forget, if you haven't already, you can submit to the show here if you want to, and we have a Discord server here that is always good to join because that's where I make all the announcements like regarding the show. If you submit and have questions, that's where you want to be and all that cool stuff. And also we chat, it's cool. With all that said, I'm gonna end this for real. So I really hope to see you guys next time. And if you haven't, go check out Asprey's Twitch and YouTube. He does very cool Touhou content, very enjoyable watch.
I'll get back to making videos soon, I promise.
And sometimes I
I'd-
cooperate on some of the videos too.
I've been busy with other things.
But
So.
yeah.
Well, glad I could bum around with you guys also, because I just bum around.
But yeah,
That's fine.
we'll see you guys around next time. That's all for us. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.